the way you want to age. But, you know, he never struck me as a guy like, I know. Hey, again, each their own.
I agree.
It's undefeated.
Oregon.
Whatever keeps you in the game.
Yep. Oregon State, though, man. That'd be
maybe what kept him out of the game.
That'd be a tough place to go is Oregon State. Yeah. When you've gotten used to the resources of the SEC and you have to go coach at Oregon State who barely has a conference, that's going to be a lot.
You know, I think it's one of those things, though. It's still, God, I hate to say proud program, but they do have a fun fan base. They care about their football. But if you just love coaching football, the thing Orgeron's never got to worry about again is money.
Yeah.
So if you just want to coach,
and it gets you. Well, we discussed some money. He had that divorce that apparently took.
Oh, I think there's a reason he needs to coach again.
Took 50%.
Yeah. How about Oregon State, Washington State is primetime CBS this week?
That's right.
Like 6:30 main CBS for that game of the two teams that are in the wandering in the wilderness, hoping that Moses gets them to the promised land.
Contractually, it was part of the deal.
Yeah.
And they got a conference next year, and it'll be a better conference. It'll have Boise State in it, San Diego State, Fresno State, Colorado State, Utah State.
Side by side. Very well done by Scott. Side by side. What do you think? So that's 2019 and this week.
I mean, the crow's feet are as accentuated as they were. The forehead shot from the one before, it was tighter on the one that we had.
Jim, you're right. The hairline has moved back.
It's 2019 to 2025.
That's right. Yeah, 6 years. He's got more power alleys than he used to.
None of us have Joe Burrow against time.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, Reese hadn't aged a lot.
No, he really hasn't.
Reese
looks younger now than he did in that picture. Tell us about gutter cap as we continue the conversation here. A couple more things.
Yeah, cap it, don't snap it. Dirty, dangerous job. Look, there's rain in the area. The last thing you want is the gutters not clean and free-flowing. The answer is gutter cap. It's a patent aluminum cover system, fits over most existing gutters, will only allow rainfall in the gutter. Cease doing the guys that will come out and give you a free estimate, clean the gutters one last time, then they'll cap it. You'll never clean the gutters again.
And then you fly there, and then you get into your car, and you're able to drive your car around in Baton Rouge, if that's what you want to do. Is that Shaquille O'Neal's custom Range Rover was stolen in transport to an LSU game.
First of all, let me say this. I think
they don't know where it is yet. They're still trying to figure it out.
It's apparently easy to find.
Apparently, somebody, according to the report, breached the system, acted like they worked for this company that always ships Shaq's cars around.
Yeah, who's using this besides Shaq? I understand Shaq, and I give him a lot of credit that he shows up randomly all the time to these home LSU games.
But he would have to have a custom ride. I mean, he can't fit in a normal car.
But I'm saying, would you guys, I wouldn't even think twice. Even if I had that kind of money, why would you just not get a car service?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would imagine
But for Shaquille, it makes sense.
Yeah, for Shaquille, I mean, he can't do a rental car. He may get to the counter and all we've got is an actual car. And he's like, look, I cannot fit in an actual car. It's at least got to be an SUV.
Yeah, but I would imagine if I was a superstar and I was going to, if I live in New York, but I was going to be in L.A. for a while, maybe I'd want my, Jim throws out a car name he doesn't really know what it is, a Bugatti.
Yeah.
I want my Bugatti out in SoCal.
Yeah. But the thing is, in L.A.,
I ship it out to Bugatti to get it.
You can rent those.
Most people do.
I want mine.
Get all your favorite Next Round gear all in one place. NextRound.store. From our Next Round hats to the logo tees to the all-time best-selling Y'all Can Have the Rest shirt. You can look your best by shopping with us at NextRound.store. Take the next round anywhere with NextRound.store.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, a car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shinara.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Yeah, you can go anywhere in the
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Live show now on a Friday as we get going. LT will join us here a little bit in this opening Halloween segment. Brownie will jump in the costume and the second round. I'm simply Ken Williamson as we get ready for another big weekend in college football coming up. The guys behind the big glass will not show them yet. We'll unveil their costumes as we move on. Brownie, you look forward to this show every year. The excitement builds up. Your Dolphins lose last night.
That was not exciting.
Yeah, so that's a trick. No treat there.
No treat.
We got a lot of college football to get to in a little bit. Let's get the guys behind the glass here in this opening segment.
All
what
right.
do you want to say?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Scott.
First of all, let me give everybody full view of mine if we're doing screen grabs.
Yes, we're gonna do this. So you are.
Whistle at home.
You left your whistle? Well, you don't need it anymore. You're fired. By the way.
This is the one I wore at Bryant-Denny Stadium that day.
You wore. Oh, is it really? You got to keep that. The M is middle judge media. Legit. Absolutely. Everything but the whistle. Of course, you don't need a whistle once you've been fired.
Well, they told me not to blow it, so it's still an unused whistle. But I figured with everything going on, I see one of the guys on the NFL Network also rocking.
Yeah.
The NFL officials.
It's always controversial, man.
Always controversial. All these news conferences going on for other fired people. Who wants to come next from the back row here as we get going? The chat room, we always appreciate your input. Let us know what you guys are dressing up, if you're dressing up or not this weekend. I was going to be at the lake with my wife, but decided to hang around for this show. And who's coming? Somebody, just anybody. Brooks, Tyler.
Tyler's not in his yet.
Tyler's not in his yet.
You're going to adjust?
We're having computer problems.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Does this mean no breaks?
No, I think I've got it fixed, but I expect it to break and delete all of the files in the system at some point
That's
today.
our anticipation here?
Yeah.
Is that a trick or a treat?
It is definitely not a treat.
Definitely not a treat.
I got treated to staying here later yesterday.
Yes,
that was a treat.
Yes, you did. That is a treat.
The IT team had to do some stuff that looked like swordfish hacking to get it all together again.
Okay, that sounds dangerous.
It was way beyond my skills.
Beyond our pay grade.
Off and rolling in the show here. We will, I'll tell you what, we'll get to these other costumes coming up in a little bit. Let's jump into some content here. We'll get Lance's in a little bit. The show being brought to you by our friends at Bojangles.
That's right. You can make a bow time this weekend, either Halloween night at Bojangles. Why not have that Halloween party with little Bojangles as the kids come by and grab some candy? You could grab some of those hand-breaded chicken tenders, all the dipping sauces, the great sides, right there at Bojangles, and make it bow time. And don't forget the tailgates, high school, college tailgates, and those watch parties. Bojangles perfect for that as well. Hand-breaded chicken tenders, great sides, great dipping sauces, always there at Bojangles. Make it bow time.
Furman's supposed to be with us at hour number 2, coming up at 10. Jacob Hester was going to be with us for hour 3, but they've had news conferences already over at LSU this morning. Which is only the 3rd or 4th or 16th news conference they've had there this week. They've got an interim AD. They've got the board of governors that are going to help in the search. You don't know why Hester was called over there. I'm telling you right now, they've invited Jacob Hester over to campus this morning to ask him to be on the search committee. That's my prediction. I have no intel. That would be the smartest thing they could do, because I was watching the news conference. It was going to be the interim AD, some big booster donors, and a few board of regions, the donors, the board of governors, and the interim AD. That's going to be the search committee.
Right.
And none of those people know freaking football.
Uh-huh.
So,
you do need football people on this, no doubt.
Yeah. So, I mean, Joel Klatt let it out of the bag earlier this year on our show that back in the day he was on the search committee that hired Deion Sanders. He told us that on the air. He goes, I don't know if I can say this now or not, but
he said it.
I was on the search committee. So I believe they're calling Hester over this morning to ask him to be on the search committee. That is my belief.
So when he told me, sorry for the late cancellation, I need to go to the LSU building, I literally responded, Dunaway guesses you are on the committee. No response.
Yeah.
Now, he may respond, and I may have to tell you in a commercial break that you are correct. I don't want to burn Hester here.
Or he's going to text you back, that is true, but don't tell people I'm heading to the football
That's
building.
right. Do not say I'm headed to the football building.
Which I should have, which is why I'm fired.
Yeah.
I have no game control. So that is, the developing thing here this morning is the guy who didn't know he was going to be hiring the coach, Scott Ballard, was at our news conference. And the interim AD, Verge, have you ever met a Verge? Verge?
I don't know that I've ever met a Verge.
I had an Uncle Virgil.
Virgil? They call him Verge? Verge for short?
I don't know if they did or not. I didn't hang around him a lot. But Uncle Virgil, I'm not even sure he's my uncle. But there was a guy we called Uncle Virgil when I was a kid. I don't know if we called him Verge or not, but Verge Osbury is the interim AD down at LSU. And remember when the governor said, these contracts, man.
Yeah. We're not going to do these contracts.
We're not going to do these contracts anymore. And we instantly said, well, then you ain't getting a good coach.
That's right. You guess who's not going to negotiate with you? A guy named Jimmy Sexton.
Guess what they did this morning? The interim AD and Scott Ballard says, quote, we're going to do whatever it takes to get the best coach available.
So like a big buyout? Jim?
Yeah.
Maybe if the guy wants a big buyout?
Yeah, or, a 10-year contract, an 8-year contract, pay him $10 million, $11 million. The things you've done always, you're going to do again. All the hyperbole from that governor the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know when his next election is.
Right.
But I'm cheering for somebody else.
You're cheering for the opponent. Don't even know who it is.
I hope he doesn't even make the 12-team gubernatorial playoffs so we can clap back on that guy.
The way it goes in this state, it's either going to be Matt Flynn or Ed Ogeron.
Yeah.
One of the two, based on the way it's going in our state.
Whatever it takes. That means they're going to, if there's a guy that they want, they're going to pay him whatever it takes. That's what happens in a job hunt, a job search, when you're trying to be the best at something. And Jacob Hester, if he is on that committee, he's going to get over there and he's going to identify a football guy, and then the agents are going to be involved, and there's a 4 and 5 chance that Jimmy Sexton's going to represent the guy.
I mean, it's a very strong possibility that you're hiring a Jimmy Sexton guy. I mean, most of the names you hear thrown out there are Jimmy Sexton names. That doesn't mean that's who's going to get the job, but most of the names that get thrown out there are guys that are represented by Jimmy Sexton. Would you, and I don't know if this gets overplayed or not. It's why I'm going to ask you this question. Do you think this gets overplayed? You don't have an athletic director. You've got a governor that is running his mouth a lot and has been openly critical of the football program when Brian Kelly was the coach.
The guy was on a media tour yesterday.
Yeah, he did McAfee.
He was everywhere, and it turns out, I was listening to our buddy Paul Feinbaum yesterday, and Feinbaum said, I won't go into too many details because I don't know what I can say, but in the gubernatorial race for this guy, Scott Woodward was supporting the other guy.
Oh, so this could be political retribution?
This is Taylor Swift bad blood.
Yeah.
So this governor's been sitting there waiting to the opportunity to clip Woodward at the knees because he, God forbid in America, you vote for the other person. That you have any freedom to vote, have a free election. If you don't vote for the right guy, then you're damned in our country these days. So Scott Woodward voted for the other guy, and this guy is an elephant when it comes to memories. And he is just waiting on an opportunity. That's what Feinbaum was hinting at yesterday. That he was on the wrong side of that gubernatorial race.
That's interesting. But so you've got interim AD, you've got governor that likes to spout off very publicly, is critical of your program publicly. He was the other day. You've got a lot of hands in the cookie jar. We got a board of governors, and they don't seem to know what they're doing as far as hiring a coach and all this. Is that appealing to if you're a big-time coach, or does that stuff get overplayed?
It is not. I mean, LSU, I said before the governor talked, was a top 5 or 6 job because of the money you can get from a variety of different people and apparently the government down there, and the fan base, the talent level. Don't underestimate the talent that you can pull in the state of Louisiana, being the big school, but also you're so close to Texas there. It's just an attractive job. You know, there's a lot of them in the SEC, but I think LSU, we've seen in modern day football since 2002, they've won 3 national championships and probably should have won a 4th in 2011. Just Alabama got a pound of flesh in a revenge game. They shouldn't have had to play probably Alabama. If you're an LSU fan, you in your heart of hearts said, I've already beat Alabama once. We should have been playing Oklahoma State, which would have been an easy win for them.
Yeah.
So they'd have they'd have 4 national championships if they didn't have to play the greatest coach of all time a second time in the same year.
And I know when you're the head coach of an SEC football program, unless it's Kentucky, you're the most powerful man on that campus. I get that. I completely understand that. So there are a lot of people that say, who cares who the AD is? That guy's more powerful. But you also don't want an AD that tries to meddle, even if he can't.
No.
You don't want one that tries to. So I do think there is a great benefit to knowing who you're working for or working with.
That's right.
And 4 is probably knowing who the AD is. There's a great benefit to that. Even though you're going to be more powerful than him, you want to know who it is.
You want him to be the guy that hired you.
Yeah.
Because y'all are in on this together.
Yeah.
You're sort of tied together at that point.
I think this is a pretty big mess. If I am a big-time college football coach that's already got a really good job, I'm going to think twice about it. Like, if I'm Lane Kiffin, I got a good spot right here. And Florida might be a better landing spot for me. I think twice about this right now.
Yeah, I would take Florida if I'm Lane, or stay at Ole Miss. I wouldn't take LSU. We'll see who they get. We don't think Lanning could be in the mix because of the $20 million buyout, but those buyouts are going everywhere up, including Matt Rule, who got an extension yesterday. That, and we'll get into what Alabama and Auburn have coming up and what we saw last night on Thursday Night Football, all that coming up here. After I remind you, our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing are there for you. You can schedule an absolutely free estimate, absolutely free, and go follow Greg on his socials to see what he and his wife dress up as tonight and some of their 10 kids. They really get into Halloween, and they're already putting up their Christmas decorations. So, you know, they're just all about the holidays. But he'll work for you. It's not always a holiday when it comes to work. He'll give you a free no-cost roof inspection by getting up that ladder and getting on your roof with Storm Restoration Roofing. 3 ways you can contact them. We always say if you're socially awkward like me and you don't want to talk to anybody, just go to Facebook, look up Greg from Pell City, contact him that way. You can call his cell number on the screen, 205-542-3531, 542-3531, or go to stormrestorationroofing.com, stormrestorationroofing.com. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Storm damage, roofing replacement. Greg does it all. Got a builder's license. He can help you with everything. Great with insurance agencies. Locally owned for over 20 years. Greg from Pell City, 205-542-3531. Our friends at Storm Restoration Roofing. Let's bring in Lance now.
This is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah. Alexander Shannara. I love that. That is really well done.
Are you here? I'll help you here.
Yeah.
I got to figure out a way to set this thing up.
Yeah. I had a box one year. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And my handle just fell off too, but
Yeah. Oh, I love
figure
that.
it out.
That is
Oh,
really good.
fantastic.
That is really good. We call this added value too. I like this. Yeah.
The hair and everything. Look at the slick. Don't miss the slick back hair.
Hey, we've got one more chair of this size.
yeah.
Can
I
y'all
got you.
find
I
this
got
other
you.
chair?
I got you.
Get that for helping with the balance here. So I love this. This is fantastic. That was an existing sign, or did Maddie paint
no,
that?
so it was a 65-inch TV box that I had yet to burn in the fire pit.
Yeah.
And so cut it out, and then she got creative. She's one of
she
those-
did the lettering and everything?
No.
Oh.
She did the she spray painted the cardboard, and then she had something done at UPS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the lettering. I just thought that was one
yeah.
of their signs. That is spot on. But then I smell the paint a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is legit.
Call me, Alabama.
Yeah. Well, your hands are shaking. It's awkward to hold
Are you
it
gonna
up.
have to hold it the whole show?
I don't know. We'll figure this thing out.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
No,
like the
I like it.
McAfee where you're.
Well, I was gonna be. I was
gotta
gonna
pay
tell.
attention.
I've seen this Jim Dunaway fella back for years.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good.
That's in contention to be your best one ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Tupac 4 years ago. will
Tupac
never be
was
I
good.
said in contention.
Yeah.
That would be the one I would go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good one.
Okay.
That is a really, really
terrific,
good one.
Lance. Well played.
Anybody in the back want to come on out? I tried once earlier. Nobody jumped on that wave.
Well, we had a computer issue.
Worst surfing competition of all time.
Issues back here. We're dealing with the stuff that keeps us, able to be listened to.
Oh, here comes Brooks. Brooks
All
has
right.
got one.
Here comes Brooks. Brooks Carter, if you don't know who Brooks is. He runs socials and a bunch of other stuff up here for us. Formerly introduced a few months ago. Here he is. Oh, Brooks.
Oh, look at Brooks. He's going to be a football coach. Is this?
Oh, and the
Oh,
golf
yeah,
club.
gotta have the golf club.
Yeah, it's,
So
it's Trent Dilfer.
you're basically just a Scott Forster AI is all you are. Yeah.
So Trent Dilfer.
Play sheet here, which conveniently has golf terms.
Golf terms,
Has yardage.
Yardage
Has
is-
yardage.
Country clubs he hasn't played.
Yeah. You say that's his.
The armband.
The armband.
Yeah.
He always did the pins in the armband. I
Yeah.
always thought that was strange. Yeah.
That was going to be his thing. I like it. Very
Yeah,
well done.
Very
well
nice.
done.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Should I take
That-
a picture too?
Yeah. Do your selfie. You got to
Yeah.
do your selfie.
Yeah, you got to send it to your. Is that his daughter? Who
Always wore
Yeah.
joggers too. I don't know if you noticed that.
did he
Dilfer
really?
always wore joggers?
Always wore joggers.
I never-
had pants.
Wow.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
It's just like he was dressed to like go. I don't know.
You know what? You can wear joggers when you win.
That's right. No,
Sean
well,
McVay wears joggers every game.
Yeah, you know who else does? Mike McDaniel and Trent Dilfer. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I like that, man. Very well done.
Very good,
Spot
very
on.
good,
Spot
very
on.
good.
Yeah. You've got more wins up here than he does, though. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yeah, Brooks is undefeated.
Are you in a place you're not dressed yet, right?
It won't take me long.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, are you dressed as Mike McDaniel? I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
no.
know what you are.
Let's don't kill Mike McDaniel yet.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
ain't dead yet.
It won't take you long. Well, I tell you what, we're going to talk about the NFL game last night, and while we're doing that, just leave our mics open, and
And you can get ready.
get ready, and then you come in, and then that's off your plate. Okay. Okay. Mics are open for the three of us. We won't talk to Forrester or Brooks on the back row. NFL last night brought to you by our friends at CPAP Plus. Can you tell us about CPAP Plus?
SleepHomeAlabama.com. Our friends at CPAP Plus, tried and true, 5 locations throughout Alabama from the O'Neill brothers. Look, you need to get that proper 8 hours of sleep. If you're waking up tired, you need a nap throughout the day, you're groggy, you're not getting it. You want to get the sleep study done, but you don't want to go. You don't want to deal with the lab. Don't want to deal with the insurance. No lab, no insurance. Just $199. Alabama's best home sleep testing and CPAP. It's available from our friends at CPAP Plus. Go online today. They'll deliver it right there to your house. $199 for everything. Just easy to attach to the smartphone. Gives you the interpretation from physicians right there to your phone. SleepHomeAlabama.com.
All right. Thank you, Alexander. Very good.
$2 billion Lance has recovered for us.
Yeah.
You like my new specs?
I do. I noticed the specs too. That did not.
I
You
did
didn't
not
notice until
notice
now. I did not.
Well, I mean, they are like Wonder Woman's airplane.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, this is going to be, the functionality of this is not good, but we'll make it work. Call me, Alabama.
That's really good. All right. Here comes. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got.
He's the cheesiest.
Oh no, Tyler.
That's fantastic.
Woke up feeling the cheesy.
I woke up feeling the cheesiest.
I can't believe that commercial still runs.
Yeah. I nailed it, man. I knew what it was the moment you walked around. The cheesiest. I like it. Yeah.
I'm the cheesiest coach.
Woke up feeling the cheesiest. Tyler says when he walks in.
Cheese.
Do you need the helmet? Oh. That helmet doesn't fit you.
Yeah.
All that hair must not have a big head under it.
That reminds me of Kenny Chesney when he went to like Saints practice and put a helmet on.
Yes. Kenny's got a small head. All right, so we've got Alexander Shinara, trial attorney, Billboard, the cheesiest, Trent Dilfer, and fired Ken Williamson. Do we want to do Forrester now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go ahead and get Forrester out of here.
I don't know who takes his spot.
He's gonna put it on my shot, and then I'll talk a little bit as he walks in.
Gotcha.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Scott Forrester.
All right, so Scott Forrester, who's a big baseball fan. Remember a big moment in baseball this year?
I do.
What happened?
I do. Well, we had, I think it was a home run in Florida, and a little fan caught it. He was so excited.
Oh.
It's my ball!
Sorry, Karen.
The wig's perfect.
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Philadelphia Karen. There you
Good
go.
job, Scott. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Now, rumor has it, Brown.
What?
This is all stuff from all summer long with us. Rumor has it you're gonna end up being the Coldplay concert guy. Is that coming up
That
for
would
you?
be fantastic. That was going to be hard to do.
That you and Bo are going to be
Yeah.
hugging each other.
You're going to need a +1.
I'm going to be holding Bo's chest while the song's being played.
Little Coldplay concert coming up. You
Coldplay
and Bo.
concert? No.
All
Now,
right.
mine is, I will say my wife, she did good work on mine. Mine is, maybe I don't know this is the best I've ever done, but it's pretty authentic. I will say that.
Okay.
I'm with Dunaway. I think this might be your best work yet right here, or Maddie's best work
Do
yet.
you guys ever, I was like, damn, I hope somebody doesn't go with Shannara. And like, well, what are the chances? But
Yeah.
like when I do my headlines on Friday, sometimes I'm like, damn, I hope nobody uses my headline. Like, what are the chances?
What are the chances? Yeah.
I think it would if we showed up with 2 Shannaras or 2 headlines. I think that's a compliment to both the unity of the show and just how smart that line or that bit would be.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Jim
I
makes
mean,
a good
if
point.
2 of us came up with it,
it's probably
Yeah.
a funny line at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, I just, it's almost impossible though when you think about the millions of Halloween,
I don't know if you absorb a lot of content as I do in the world. 16 years, we've been pretty creative, pretty good. So if 2 of us came up with the same thing, that would be that would mean it was a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree
in
with
my
you.
opinion.
astronomical odds.
But I'm unemployed, so what do I know? I'm fired. Fired Ken Williamson.
Fired Ken Williamson.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to Forster's back in his place. Into the games we saw last night, brought to you by our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Painful night for Brownie. If you're experiencing pain when you go number 1, you can call our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. By the way, it is Prostate Health Month. November is Prostate Health Month coming up here. 1 in 8 men in America get diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 8. That's an alarming number. And our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama want to remind you that early detection can save your life. That's just one of many things they do at Urology Centers of Alabama. 205-930-0920.
Got mine tested on Tuesday. I really did.
You did, or Alexander Shannara?
I did.
I don't know who
If you're in character, I want to know how you know that.
But, one of the more uncomfortable things is, Dr. Mills telling me, your prostate feels good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Doc.
Yeah.
Yes. Appreciate that.
My last one was a little enlarged, and I was like, "Thank you." And he's like, "That's not one enlarged thing you brag about."
Yeah. I wasn't giving you a reach around, Mr. Dunaway.
I meant the prostate, sir.
Got my blood work back too. So
Okay,
they
good.
doing it all.
We're gonna make it.
Turnkey. I'm just saying.
You gonna make it?
Yeah.
Okay,
He said,
good.
Is this just a Lance medical
no,
report?
I'm letting people know that we believe in our clients, and we, when you've got UCAA at your fingertips, utilize it.
That's right.
Literally at your fingertips for prostate health to kidney stones and everything in between. They have you covered with 16 locations. Find the one near you. Call 205-930-0920. Scott doesn't know if to put the graphic up again or not. UrologyCentersAlabama.com. UrologyCentersAlabama.com. For over 70 years, UCA has provided state-of-the-art patient-centered urological care with integrity and compassion. That's why I use Urology Centers of Alabama. It's why Lance uses Urology Centers of Alabama. UrologyCentersAlabama.com. College football next segment. NFL last night. Baltimore beats Miami 28-6. Wasn't that close. Lamar played for the first time in a month. Hadn't played since I tweaked that hamstring in Week 4 against Kansas City. At one point in the second half, he connected on 9 consecutive passes, 4 touchdowns. He was throwing it well. Derrick Henry had over 100 yards rushing. Felt like this game could have been 40-6.
Yeah, and I'll say, I don't know, like your Dolphins offense, you were there last weekend. It was probably their most complete performance.
In quite a while.
They had opportunities last night, but this Baltimore defense, the reason I like the Dolphins, I was on the wrong side there, was because I thought Baltimore's defense that was giving up 30 points per game would really struggle. Now, they're starting to get a little bit better defensively, I think, with Lamar Jackson finally rested, and the hamstring looks to be 100%. I think, mentally this helps out everybody on this team. But, the crazy thing is Pittsburgh, after the loss to Green Bay this past week, they've got Indianapolis this week. Indy should win that game. And now you're talking about Baltimore's, a game back? Game and a half back? With 9 games to go?
They picked up a game and a half in the last 4 days.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to be surprised if Baltimore doesn't win this division.
Well, I mean, they talked a lot about that in the game last night. All their analytics and all show that Baltimore is now the favorite in that division, even with their record. And look, I think in the first half, first of all, I thought Miami outplayed them in the first half. I think, yardage-wise, I texted Orlovsky at halftime, and I was like, Miami has outplayed them so bad in the first half, and somehow you're still going to be right that this is going to be a blowout. And he was right. But Miami outplayed them in the first half, but I think what you saw was Lamar Jackson testing, am I okay here, right? I mean, there weren't the big explosive runs from Jackson. He was just a very average quarterback. Once he figured out I'm okay, he was a different player in the second half.
Yeah.
And if that's the Jackson you're getting moving forward, that's vintage Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, I think
division's in trouble.
Even if their defense, which I think has been improved over the last couple of weeks, I think their offense is going to keep you in every single game, especially in that AFC North. First quarter defined that whole game. The fumble in the red zone that led to an immediate touchdown, and then the 4th and goal from the 2.
Yep.
If they don't get that, maybe the game's a little bit different.
I don't know. This is just the Dolphins. This is what they do, man. This is how they play.
Baltimore 3 of 3 in the red zone. Miami 0 of 3 in the red zone. 3 turnovers for Miami, no turnovers for Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, that's the NFL. You turn it over 3 times, and the other team 0, you're probably going to lose 99.9% of those games.
3 is the magic number. You saw with the red zone and the turnovers there. We'll see if Mike McDaniel makes it to the next game. Baltimore beats Miami 28-6. College football in all of its glory in the next segment and the rest of the show. We'll get to that, including a thought on Ty Simpson and how creative he is. What's been worse at Auburn? I've got 2 scenarios, 2 things for you. What's been the worst part of the Auburn season, and can they finish strong, starting with a win against Kentucky? That's coming up on the show. One more thing in this segment, brought to you by Lance's Lock. The folks at Hemp Hill Services bring you Lance's Lock every day.
Another winning night. We have got NBA finally dialed in. It was an awful start to the NBA season. We have now won 4 of our last 5 NBA games. We are 2-0 in college football to start the week. We did have the Dolphins, but again, another winning night, 2-1. Now we're 29-12 on the season in the NFL. We will continue to roll week 10 of college football. More plays up and available tonight. Game 6 of the World Series, of course, full card on Saturday and Sunday to play every single day. You can buy a daily package, weekly package, monthly package, free play every day at lanceslock.com. It is always brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Trust the name Birmingham has trusted since 1954 for all of your plumbing, heating, cooling issues. Any of those arise in your home or business, they are ready to serve you. Call Adam, Chad, Andrew, the guys there, 205-229-2090. Hard to stop a train. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
Sometimes because of my work schedule or where I go to actual games, I have to do a lot of viewing on my DVRs. I shuttle through things to watch. So I had to go back and watch the NFL game when I got home last night, which is really good to watch a Miami game. You can fast forward through big chunks of it.
Through all the turnovers?
And then I do that with Tulane last night. I do it a lot on Sundays with college football games if I'm at an Alabama or Auburn game. So I was doing Vestavia football last night, and I come home and I get ready to do my shuttling and everything. I'm going to check my emails before I do it. And, there's my email that says, I'm sorry, YouTube TV customer. We have not been able to reach a deal with ABC and ESPN, and they're no longer going to be available on our platforms. And here we are on a football weekend. Now, the most watched team in college football, Alabama, doesn't play this weekend.
This is a problem. I saw it.
I'm going to deal with it later this afternoon, what I'm going to do.
I saw it a few days ago that, it popped up and it said, I forgot what it's like, something. It was the pro ESPN spin, but I didn't hear much about it.
Well,
so
all last weekend they had it. If you paid attention, they had it at the bottom of the screen.
But I didn't know October 31st was the date.
I don't know that I knew it was October 31st. I knew it was coming up.
Because I was able to watch Tulane get stomped last night.
I was too.
I had the over in that
ESPN
game,
stuff,
and then I woke up this morning and it was gone.
Yeah. they've got their ESPN app now, which is what they want us to go do. ESPN does.
Well, there's a deeper conspiracy theory to this. So you're saying that this is driving people to the ESPN app?
Yeah.
Well, but-
even in my YouTube email, it says you can get ESPN programming.
They're trying to make Hulu Live relevant
There
again.
you go. There's the deeper conspiracy. Who owns Hulu by chance? Do you know that, Tyler?
Disney.
And who owns ESPN, Jim?
Disney.
So
And
would it,
ABC and 20th Century Fox.
would it be in Disney's best interest for you to drop YouTube TV and go to Hulu? Would that be in Disney's best interest, everyone?
I'd say it would be.
I would too.
Well,
I've already got.
I've got Hulu like you do, right?
I've
Yeah,
got,
but you don't have Hulu TV. You've just got the Hulu streaming, like for the movies
which
and
is
the original
bullshit,
programming.
though. Like, if I'm paying for that, seriously,
Well, but there's
like
a-
you should
it's a
have
different-
access.
There's a
different
higher
level, it's a
higher
different
level.
level,
Yeah.
But the problem is,
you know what I'm going to do this weekend?
What's that? Try Hulu?
Probably going to try a 7-day free trial on Hulu TV.
We're
No,
going to do
I
that
am
on free
too.
trial. Aren't
I
we?
mean, your
Yeah.
three biggest and best games all in the SEC or ABC, ESPN.
Yep.
Well, I get the ABC doesn't bother me because I've got the over-the-air
That's right.
antenna, and I watch ABC over the air.
Yeah.
which is crystal clear. It's,
Right.
it's fantastic.
Yeah. But not everybody has that. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't
The
have it.
ESPN app, yeah, I can deal with that. But this is not why I pay YouTube TV to have to go to the ESPN app to
right.
watch my games.
Yeah.
So I've started to believe, like Tyler started to talk about and you figured out, this feels like Disney trying to drive you to Hulu. And I would say this about if you're a Hulu customer. I like YouTube TV.
I've liked it too. The
Yeah, it's
quad
been
box
really
has
good.
been
It's
the difference.
fantastic. Yeah.
I don't even know what we pay for it.
To Jim,
Mine is $84.95
Okay.
now.
yeah, I think it's 89 bucks.
when I left DirecTV streaming, because whatever that was, to do YouTube TV, and I started doing it, it was $54.95.
Well, that's what they wait. Hey, we finally got Sunday ticket. We're gonna do this late transition of really jacking up the price.
Hey, I'm pretty sure when they signed on, it was like 35
Yeah.
bucks a month.
Well,
Yeah,
I
well,
guess
I didn't have good internet when they signed on. I tried it one
Yeah.
weekend and it was getting a lot of buffering.
That's what got me to switch over was 35 bucks a month.
Well, guess what? Once they do this deal with Disney, you know what that 84 is going to become? 104.
Well, that's what.
I mean, it's going to get passed down to you.
So what
obviously.
sucks is like I started to look at my Amex bill every month and my DirecTV because they would charge me for all my boxes too.
Yep.
Like how in the hell can you do that? You're renting your box and we're going to charge you $5 or $10.
Yeah.
And it used to be back before everybody had HD TV. If you had an HD box, it was actually more than a regular box. But it was such a massive amount that when I got YouTube and these other services, it didn't even. Like, it wasn't even close to being the same number, but now it's probably going to surpass it.
I would say the positive about going to Hulu is there'll never be an ESPN carriage dispute. As long as Disney owns them all.
That's why I'm going to look at sticking with
Yeah.
Hulu.
I mean, I don't want to change again, but that is one positive is you're never going to have this with ESPN on Hulu as long as Disney owns all that. Now, they could sell it tomorrow.
The downside is you have to use the Hulu app to navigate.
Is that bad?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, the
It's-
YouTube TV app's fantastic.
Oh, I love the YouTube TV app.
So the Hulu app's
yeah,
bad.
The Hulu interface as far as like scrolling between
Yeah.
movies and TV and
Oh, that's no
live,
good.
it's trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think a solution outside of that is? Long term.
Long-term, DirecTV stream. I had it, didn't hate it. I dropped them because they, wait for it, had an ESPN carriage dispute on a football weekend and I missed a game. So that's why I dropped DirecTV stream and went to YouTube.
But I can't get Sunday ticket unless I have YouTube.
That's separate, though. You don't have to have YouTube TV to have Sunday ticket. That's through actual YouTube.
By the way, Reddit College Football, who I follow, Kevin, big Alabama fan, tells me Fubo is the way to go.
All right.
Reddit College Football says if you are in the dumb carriage fight with YouTube TV and ESPN, if you need a fix, Sling has passes for day, week, or weekend. # Sling partnership, Reddit College Football.
Okay.
Pretend I'm old and dressed as an official. What is Sling? Is that
another
is
live
that like
TV
Roku
streaming
or is that just a
service.
stream thing?
No, Sling was what I had 10 years ago
Yeah.
for Pac-12 Network.
Sling was what you used to have so you could watch.
Danny Trejo was their spokesman.
You could watch, when you were on the road, you could watch your channels back at home. That used to be Sling TV. That's how it started. And now it's just a service like all the rest of them, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm probably going to be a Hulu TV guy going forward.
Oh, it's also worth noting Chad is saying that Hulu TV does not give you quad box for
Yeah.
sports.
Oh,
So-
You're
to
going to
hell
trade
with
off. I know you're going to trade off something.
Yeah. All right. There you go. We're not going to spend the whole show yelling at the clouds, but just wanted you to know if you missed the email or went to your, what's it called, spam box and didn't see it or something, there you go. Little college football issue. A lot of people around the country don't care about college football, so they're not upset about it, but we do, and that matters tomorrow, especially if you're an SEC fan. A-plus takes us to break. We actually talk about the games on the field when we come back. A-plus Browning.
That is my guy, Brad Bell. He is the guy that can help you redo that master bath, the kitchen, the master bedroom closet in your home. Why is that important? It's not all he does, but it's important for this reason. Those are the rooms that you spend a lot of time in, and those are the rooms you'll get some of your money back when you go to sell your home. So if you're tired of the outdated bath or shower, do what we did. We scoured the internet. We, being my wife, Jennifer, scoured the internet, find the right person for the job. It was Brad Bell. You could see more of his work, AlabamaBathRemodels.com. That's AlabamaBathRemodels.com. Or give Brad a call, 205-422-1758, 205-422-1758, or AlabamaBathRemodels.com.
Follow Scott Forrester on Twitter at ScottForresterTV.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, company truck accident, car accident, or work-related accident? Call Alabama's largest personal injury firm. Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys will fight for every dollar you deserve, and it won't cost you a dime. Trust me. What do you say, man?
Call me, Alabama.
Call 659-777-7777 or go to Shinara.com.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Make plans now for Saturday, November 1st, 11 to 5, supporting Greater Crestwood as they host Crest Fest in the Crestwood North neighborhood. You'll get a day full of local bands, local food trucks, and local vendors. And all the money raised will go to funding new swings and park renovations at Crestwood Park. If you want to support the local Crestwood area, there's still time to sign up to be a sponsor or vendor. Visit CrestFestBHM.com to learn more. CrestFestBHM.com.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today. Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about my friends at Michelson Laser Vision, located conveniently UAB Highlands. Almost 20 years ago, I went in for the procedure. Only took 12 minutes for both eyes. When I went in, I had 2200 vision. I was legally blind. Now I have 20/15 vision, still 19 years later. Make the call today. Schedule a hassle-free consultation, 969-8100. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, Michelson Laser Vision. Make sure you tell them the Next Round sent you, 969-8100 or MichelsonLaserVision.com. Catch up on all today's Next Round on demand through the podcast platform of your choice, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcast, wherever you listen. Always like, follow, subscribe, and turn on automatic downloads so you never miss any part of the Next Round.
When you crave activity like we do, you belong in the Roback family. Get the best golf wear, hoodies, and activewear for men and women at Roback.com. Use promo code TNR20 to get 20% off your order. That's Roback.com, promo code TNR20.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between 2 warm waffles. which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and Bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
All right, moving to segment number 2, we'll get to the pick 3 in just a second, so have that ready to go here in a moment. Woodhouse Day Spa, where if you've got $1 billion case one, you want to go and relax, you go to Woodhouse.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, if I just got you the settlement you deserve, take it to the Woodhouse Day Spa, the best day spa in all of America, resides right there at the Summit Shopping Centers. The Woodhouse Day Spa, you can get NC Stewart and that great staff, beautiful location, or you can go to Woodhouse Birmingham.spa. I need to get that. BirminghamWoodhouseSpa.com. I'm all over the place. What is it there, Dunaway? Do you have the?
It doesn't have it on the. It doesn't have it on the screen. I should have it memorized now. I've heard it so much. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Quick.
So 70 different options you can choose from: the massages, nail services, waxing, skincare. They've got it all right there in Alabama's best day spa, the Woodhouse Day Spa. Is it Birmingham.WoodhouseSpas.com?
How about WoodhouseSpas.com?
Okay, well, that'll work too. WoodhouseSpas.com. You can check it out right now. You can order the gift card. They'll send it to you. A perfect gift this holiday season. The gift of relaxation from our friends at the Woodhouse Day Spa.
Yeah, can't beat that. Just at the Summit here, close to our studios. As we get to college football, before we hit the pick 3 song, though, let's bring in Brownie. Is Brownie ready? Does anybody know? Here we go. All right. He's the Aggie. Very good. Looks so AI now. Everything looks AI now. Very good.
It looks like a milkman.
Yep.
What they look like.
That's what they look like. Very good. Didn't you and Rockstar do a bit one time?
Rockstar did.
Yeah, I think he tore his hamstring or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fell against the wall.
He tore a muscle.
He looked like he pulled something. when
Yeah.
he did that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But that is a spot-on outfit there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jennifer Brown, man.
You'll wear that a lot, won't you?
Oh, gosh, yes. Date night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timely. Looks really good. So Brownie comes in as a, what's it called, yell leader?
The yell leader, man.
An Aggie yell leader there. Gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
And that gets us to our pick 3 to talk about the games. Before you hit the song, though, Brownie, while you're here, throw on those good-looking sunglasses and tell us about Breakline.
Yeah, BreaklineOptics.com. They're going to be part of this pick 3 each week.
Oh, that looks even better now.
Does it really?
Yeah,
They don't wear
Breakline
sunglasses.
makes anything look good.
They don't. Could you imagine them doing?
You got to be faster with the fingers. Those other 3 fingers. There you go.
Is that the way? BreaklineOptics.com. BreaklineOptics.com. That's where you go to see great glasses like this. Breakline Optics, they make glasses that are indestructible. We've tried to break the frames and the lenses on these. You just simply can't do it. They are built to last. They're built to withstand the elements. What?
You should wear white more often. That's
Why?
a good color for you.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a date later?
I can never know
buy
when
me
Dunaway
lunch.
is complimenting you or
can't
taking
either.
the ultimate shot.
I really
at
can't
you.
either.
I've
I
got
think that
time
was
on
a
my
shot.
hand. No. It makes your skin pop.
My skin pops
Yeah,
here.
you're glowing. I really think.
And maybe Dunaway's going to give you a reach around here in a little bit.
I really think you were meant to be a yell leader.
Yeah. Okay, Jim. That was a step too far. BreaklineOptics.com, code TNR20. TNR20 right now helps you save 20% at Breakline Optics. Get these glasses. Again, we've tried to break them. We cannot do it. They will last for you. BreaklineOptics.com. TNR20 to save 20% at BreaklineOptics.com. Hit it, Tyler.
Pick 3, it's time for the pick 3. 3 for you and 3 for me, that equals a pick 3. Say goodbye to your family, it's time for the pick 3. Only time that I'm happy is when it's time for pick 3.
43 minutes into the show, let's talk a little college football, brought to you by our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings.
We have our pick 3. They've got their pick 6. It's the ultimate deal for 2. You get 2 entrees, 2 sides, 2 drinks, only $19.99. Delicious wings, the incredible smash burgers. They've got it all right there at Buffalo Wild Wings. Again, the ultimate meal deal for 2. The pick 6, $19.99. 2 entrees, 2 sides, 2 drinks. All the Buffalo Wild Wings locations out there. All the games. You're not going to have to worry about this ESPN ABC dispute with our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. Stop in, watch the games there.
All right, so the standings look like this right now in the pick 3. I think I've gone 0-3 the last 2 weeks. Is that true, Forster? Have I been 0-3?
Yeah, I think you were 0-3 again.
Yeah, so I am down to 4th place after being tied for the lead. Forster and LT Has LT gone 3-0 back-to-back weeks?
No, I think I was 2-1 last week.
I think he was 2-1 last week.
Okay, so 5-1.
I think
the
I've
last 2
done
weeks.
back-to-back 1-2s.
Yeah. So Forrester limping. I'm basically the Dolphins. Brooks is just middle of the road. 15-12, 15-12, 13-4, 12-15, and Brown is 9-18.
Roll the monkey out or get the brown bandit out here.
Throw darts.
Yeah, that's a bad outing. I'll start us off here this week. Brown will have his later on. LT will have his later on. We'll get Forrester and them. I am of the belief that one team in college football doesn't need style points. If they went out, they'll be in because of their brand. One of mine is unbeaten, and one of them, it doesn't matter what they do the rest of the year. But I'm going power, heavy favorites. Give me Notre Dame, Indiana, and Auburn all giving up double-digit points this weekend on a blowout weekend. Do you guys think Notre Dame needs style points the rest of the way? Or if they win them all and are 10-2 with only losses to Brown's Aggies and Alexander Shinara's Irish, do you believe that Notre Dame is in if they're just 10-2?
They probably are in, but you might as well go ahead and play for style points for Marcus Freeman, just based on the fact that a lot of these guys that are committee members aren't going to be watching this game, and there is a wow when you look and you're like, damn, they beat BC 56-7. So I think if Marcus Freeman has an opportunity to run it up, he will. I do like Notre Dame minus the points this week. It was my whacked out Wednesday game yesterday. I just think it's going to be fascinating if we do have a 10-2 Notre Dame team that ultimately at the end of the year, like if USC loses to Nebraska, they're going to fall out. There's a good chance they don't get back in. So if you are 10-2 and you don't have any wins against top 25 teams, but you've got a handful of other SEC or Big Ten teams that are 10-2 and they've got multiple top 25 wins, I know Notre Dame's a brand, but I don't know how at that point you put Notre Dame in front of them.
Let me just ask this question, and we'll talk about what actually happens in some of these games. But they're 2 losses on the road at Miami, home to Texas A&M. You get credit for scheduling those games, right? And playing them both close, you get some credit for that, right? I understand what you're saying about having to have a marquee win.
Yeah.
And I think Navy's going to fall somewhere in a good category by the committee. I'm fascinated to see what Notre Dame looks like already Tuesday night, 7 o'clock ESPN, when the selection committee puts out their first rankings.
Well, to your
How
point,
close to the AP poll is it going to match? Do you think Notre Dame is 12th, which is knocking on the door to the playoffs already? Are they 12th in the college football ranking or higher? If they are, then
probably
you don't need style
points.
points.
Yeah.
Again, I think the committee does take into account quality losses, and you go back the first 2 weeks of the season when you lose one-possession games to Miami on the road and then A&M at home, a controversial loss. And a lot of that is going to look a lot better if, let's say that Miami goes 11-1 and wins the ACC, and let's say that Texas A&M goes undefeated in conference in the SEC. I mean, then all of a sudden, I don't know how you don't have Notre Dame in.
Yeah. I think all they got to do is win. Again, we say it all the time with the NCAA tournament. You got to have 68. Well, in this case, you got to have 12. And if you're a 10-2 Notre Dame, it's just hard to see you're not going to be one of the 12 to me.
Yeah, so I know you don't think there's a problem because it was your whacked out Wednesday.
Yep.
Notre Dame just blows through Chestnut Hill. Indiana blowing through College Park in Maryland. I'm trying to remember all these cool names.
Yeah,
College Park.
should. The thing that scares you now, Indiana's so one-dimensional, they can't run the football, and they're going to be relying on a true freshman quarterback that is good. He's got a lot of upside. Maryland's defense is going to have to keep them in it. I just don't think they can. And Cignetti just goes out there, and he does not give a rat's
really doesn't.
ass.
He just beats you as bad as he can beat you, doesn't he?
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then my Auburn pick. Do we have any Hugh Freeze cuts? Can you pop up one? Just pick one.
Any Freeze will do?
Yeah, any Freeze will do. Just pick up Hugh Freeze. He talks Thursdays afterwards. And let's listen to what Hugh Freeze says here. We'll call this blind sound Friday.
We're close. I bet he says we're close.
Just spin the wheel and Hugh Freeze. Let's see if we guess what he's talking about. Hugh Freeze.
Both look really good.
Quarterbacks.
They really did. They both, I thought they prepared really well and split reps and a lot of good stuff from both of them. That's kind of been what practice is like, though. And so it's obviously we believe in both of them, but you've got to give, you got to hopefully give us the spark we need to win, and we got to figure out exactly what that is. Jackson's been incredible on those drive ones. So we'll get together probably tomorrow and make a decision.
Yeah, seems like it's going to be 2 quarterback night.
Yep.
So here.
That was yesterday, right?
I couldn't be more pleased with how they.
Yeah. So by tomorrow, he means today, they're going to get together and they're going to make that decision. So in theory, today, Auburn's coaches are together like, all right, who y'all think? Who y'all think? I mean, I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
No, usually not. Usually you know who you're going to do.
Yeah.
And from what I've been told by people who occasionally know what they're talking about, that there's a few little Ashton Daniels wrinkles they've been working on this week.
Well, I don't know what that would be.
Ashton may be a little more athletic.
That's hard to believe, but yeah. Okay.
I still think Jackson is the better passer. I know Brown thinks that's hard to believe. Again, I don't understand why we're not going to see Deuce. We are playing for the future here. You are playing Kentucky. You can get him some home behind, right there in front of Jordan Hare against a team that just isn't good. So I think this would be a win-win for Hugh and the Auburn fans and getting Deuce out there. But apparently Deuce is not ready.
Yeah.
So we'll see 2 quarterbacks, but Deuce won't be one of them.
Okay, so big question here. I'll give you 4 minutes to answer it.
I have to have a 4-minute answer, or I need my answer in 4 minutes?
We need 4 minutes because we're on a time crunch today.
Tick, 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 tick.
Hugh Freeze's biggest anchor around his neck now, if we threw him off the Auburn boat, is it the lack of production by the offense, or is it the way he's managed the roster since he got there? The roster is better, but the way he's managed the roster since he got there. Roster management or the lack of just explosive offense, which is
does it have to be? Do I have to give you one of the two because I would have gone a different direction?
Maybe you can give me
hidden answer C.
Yeah, but I would say roster management is your selection of quarterback, because I think if you just got the right quarterback, the last 3 years could have looked very different, and you've chosen wrong twice, it appears.
Yeah. Obviously, look. The obvious answer is the fact that Hugh is not winning games, and we're about to go on 3 years without a winning record. That is a problem in itself. But I think the management, because we go back to SEC Media Days in Dallas, Hugh sold us a bill of goods that, hey, Peyton Thorne's our quarterback. We didn't need to go to the portal. You guys saw Peyton Thorne. That was not good. And this year they go to the portal. They spend a lot of money to bring in Jackson Arnold, and it's still not good. So I think the roster is better, but the way you are using this roster and the most important person on this roster, your quarterback, the guy you're paying the most, hasn't been good.
Yeah. Troy, is that what you were going to say? Quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Roster management. You and I were thinking the same. We just called it different things.
Troy in the chat room says offensive scheme, offensive scheme, offensive scheme, offensive scheme, offensive scheme, offensive scheme.
Yeah.
That's Troy in the chat room there. So, that's what he... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times wants you to know his offensive scheme. Don't these kind of go hand in hand too, though, Jim? One reason the offensive scheme is bad is poor roster management, to Lance's point, when you go out and spend $2 million on a quarterback that was number 16 in the conference last year. And you think, well, getting him with Cam Coleman and Perry Thompson and Eric Singleton and behind this offensive line is going to fix everything, and it has not. You know where you find Jackson Arnold in the SEC right now? 16th.
Yeah.
It has changed nothing for Jackson Arnold.
I think they missed at tackle, too. Both those tackles they brought in are
supposed to be an NFL guy.
Yeah.
Well, did they miss at tackle, or are they just not well coached?
No.
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm asking a rhetorical question.
That's weird coming from a male cheerleader, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Do you have anything to add to that, billboard boy? You know what I thought you were when you walked in first?
What?
You were going to be one of those spinning sign guys.
Did you really?
Oh, because I could only see you out of here when I was doing my live read. And I thought, oh, my God, he's going to sit there and
call me, Alabama.
That doesn't bother me as much at McAfee. But if I just thought over here, I just saw that big red sign. I was like, he's going to sit there and spin. I thought it was a red arrow.
Oh, you thought he was
and you were going to spin a red arrow
like
the whole time.
Dances and holds it.
Before we do the viewing menu and before Brown tells us about Central State Bank, is there a price point that Alexander Shannara says, hey, I love you doing the show from inside that cardboard piece of cardboard? Is there a price point that if Shannara said?
Yes.
Is there a price point?
Answer this question.
How long have we been doing a show together? 15 years.
I can't believe you're asking the question.
I want a whole hour of every show.
Yeah, my arm is already numb because my handle fell off.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to fix the handle. I think I can fix it.
I would say this. If the price point is
I would
good
think
enough.
Tyler Brooks could figure out a contraption for me. You think you guys can do it in break?
No, I got you. I can fix the
Absolutely
handle.
not. Maybe Brooks could.
Absolutely
Well,
not.
I had to get help just to build the cheese wheel.
We get two painter easels, I think it's the right word.
Yeah.
And we put it up on each side of that, and then you just slide your chair in, and it fits perfectly.
Yeah. No, hey,
I mean, right price point, we can build it into this freaking desk.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yes. Yes,
is
the answer is
yes.
yes.
So there's a
Call me, Alabama.
There's a certain price point that the whole desk could be that just with 3 holes, like we're at the state fair.
That's right.
And we could just all poke our head through the hole and just do the show that way. So, Bo put that proposal together for 2026, and let's see what that would be.
I'm all about it.
Central State Bank, Brownie, give me a little something on that, and then we'll do the viewing menu.
Hey, listen, if you want a community bank that knows how to meet your needs, they are big enough to meet all your needs, but they're still small enough to know who you are. It is Central State Bank. That's who I'm describing. They don't just open accounts, they open relationships. Family-owned, community-focused, built on trust for more than 100 years, serving Shelby County and Tallapoosa County with local decisions and personal service that feels like home. Whether you're starting a business, buying a car, or planning for tomorrow, we are here every step at Central State Bank. Rooted in community, driven by relationships, member FDIC, fighting Texas Ag's Central State Bank.
And our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. You see my specs here. I really don't need them.
You don't need them.
Russell Westbrook and Dunaway taught me I can just have the specs that aren't actually.
Just put them in the shirt.
Yeah, you can wear them though. You can just look through them. They're what do you call them? Cosmetic, right?
Cosmetic, yeah.
Yes. Michelson Laser Vision, 205-969-8100, the number that I called way back in 2003. Had the 2200 vision after the procedure, which only took 12 minutes for both eyes. 2015 vision, better than 2020. Make the phone call that I made. Ask for Amy Toa. The next round sent you. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, best in the business. For more information, michelsonlaservision.com.
We've got a kind of a special release in theaters tonight. It's for a Netflix movie that absolutely took the world by storm, and I still haven't seen it, but I don't plan on going to this screening because it's the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't plan on singing along to anything in the theaters, and I'm not a fan of the animation style they use, so I'm just not interested in watching it. But it is insanely popular. I've seen tons of Halloween costumes based on it. There's a Fortnite collab, so people will be interested in going to see this.
Anything where you throw sing-along on, I am out.
I stayed clear of the theater for a good week because there was a wicked sing-along in theaters.
And
it's just like,
you know it's going to spill out into the lobby afterwards. Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
And we've got another special release. We don't get these very often. A double feature at AMC. It's 2 horror movies. These are sort of lower budget horror movies, but the premise sounds pretty interesting. One is 2 parents who receive a late night phone call from their daughter that stresses them out.
Oh no.
And they say, we gotta get down there. And they find out that they might not be the only ones on this lonely road they're traveling to go get their daughter.
Oh no.
And then the other side of it is called Vincent Must Die. Vincent is just an average guy working at an average job with an average life. When he is violently assaulted by an intern out of the blue, which soon develops into escalating attacks by random strangers for seemingly no reason. And then,
Hey, so I got to ask you, welcome to Dairy. I started it. I watched like the first 15. I didn't finish. I got involved in something else, but I it seemed okay. Is it worth it?
I would say so. It's very weird. They're setting up
the long-term play with the kid.
Yeah,
is that going to be a recurring theme?
Yeah, I think what they're going to do, I've seen rumors that they're going to build out multiple seasons and just go back in time with each one to different times where Pennywise emerged from the sewers.
Okay, and I've got a feeling the guy driving the Jeep is going to be a recurring character, too, in a lot of different scenarios. If you know what I'm talking about, the guy on the base?
Yeah, the guy who just keeps staring?
Yeah.
So he hasn't been introduced, but I think that's the guy who's playing Halloran from The Shining.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Scatman Crothers.
Yes. And then finally on today's viewing menu, HBO has added Sinners to its catalog. One of the best horror movies of the year, one of the best movies of the year, and so I'll be rewatching that tonight.
Yeah, very good.
All right. From Sinners to Sin City, Todd Fuhrman coming up on the other side of the show, brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. We talk all the big games in college football next.
Yo, kinfolk, what's good, man? Let me holler at you for a minute. You know how life can be life. You're out there chasing that dollar. Every dollar is accounted for going somewhere. Then all of a sudden, bam! Out of nowhere, a car accident. All I had to do was hit up my people at Alexander Shannara Trial Attorney. You already know when that dude Alex pulls up the trial, he shuts down the litigation situation. Yo, go to Shannara.com. Hit him up at 659-777-7777.
Call me, Alabama.
No representation that legal services provided are better than any other provider.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger, made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC. Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Next Round shirts, Next Round hoodies, and Next Round hats are all in one place. NextRound.store. Find your favorite piece of gear from your favorite show and put it in your rotation. You never know. You might be in one of our videos showing Next Round gear being worn all over the world. Find all your favorite Next Round gear by visiting NextRound.store. Place an order for you and that big Next Round fan in your life at NextRound.store. Look your best at work, at school, at the stadium, or anywhere you go wearing Next Round gear from NextRound.store.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
By the way, magic number today is 2.3. True or false? 2.3 yards per play for Auburn in SEC play on offense, or 2.3 on the Richter scale, an earthquake in Alabama today, which is true.
Oh, it's got to be 2.3 on the Richter scale.
You could not have made that up, but both are 100% believable.
2.3 earthquake this morning in Talladega. 4:48 a.m., just down the road from us.
If you'd have told me it was race weekend,
Yeah, I thought my late night burrito just was shaking the bed, but
Easy,
no.
Jimmy D.
Let's go to Todd Fuhrman. Let's get out there and talk a little football with him. Do they have earthquakes in Vegas?
CBSSports.com. Let's ask Fuhrman that. Fuhrman, first of all, I hope you're doing well. How are you doing, buddy?
I am doing very well. Thank you, gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are as well.
Doing great. How long have you lived in Vegas, and have you ever felt an earthquake there?
I have been out here 20 years. There have been 2 small earthquakes that I didn't actually feel here. The only earthquake that I've been a part of was when I was working for Fox and I was in Los Angeles. Honestly, thought that I had too much to drink when the ground started shaking, but sure enough, it was not the case. One of the more unique, I guess, experiences that you've ever gone through, albeit easy to say because it wasn't a massive magnitude on the Richter scale. Clearly much scarier if we're talking about a magnitude of 7+ compared to like a 2.5 or 3.0.
So Big 12, there is a game I absolutely love, and I love it more when everybody's like, I don't understand this number, and I've heard that a million times, and you probably know where I'm going, but it's one of the more difficult places to play. Utah is 6-2. They're hosting 7-1 Cincinnati. Brendan Sorsby, 7 straight wins. He hasn't thrown a pick. Watching Utah against a just helpless Colorado team, they were completely dominant on defense. Now you get Devin Dampier back. I love Utah. It's even ticked up to 10.5. Where are you on the Utes? Minus 10.5 in a ranked matchup with the Bearcats that have won 7 straight.
Same spot as ULT. On the game, though, at a better number, laid some 6.5 and 7 when this game opened. As you get towards 10.5, it's a little bit of buyer beware. But at the same time, it's favorite or pass. You mentioned Utah and the dominant performance that we saw last week against Colorado with Bert Ficklin under center. 43-0 at the half, held the Buffs to minus 18 yards in that particular spot. Cincinnati has been the beneficiary, in my opinion, of playing a relatively soft Big 12 schedule to date. It shouldn't take away from what Brendan Sorsby has accomplished in his ability to protect the football. The problem for the Bearcats is they weren't going to be able to run against this Utah front if they were healthy, and now they're down their most dynamic playmaker in the backfield in Evan Pryor, who leads the team with 17 explosive rushes. Tyree Walker, a little bit more limited, and he's not even 100%. This is the kind of game in hostile territory, late-night kickoff at Rice Eccles, that if things start to go south for Cincinnati, it'll happen in a hurry. So it's a lay it or don't play it type scenario, but a lot of that, unfortunately, has been priced in with Utah now out as much as a 10.5 point favorite. You can still find a rogue 9.5. 10 I can sign off on a smaller bet, but just don't take the worst of the number.
Over's the play, though, right?
I'm just not sure what Cincinnati is going to be able to do offensively. You look at Sorsby and the kind of defense that Utah runs, it's largely cover one, and that's where Sorsby's had real problems trying to diagnose his opportunities to go downfield. So I think Cincinnati could really struggle in this game to get to 17 points, and if that's the case, you could be hard-pressed to get this game comfortably over the total, Dunaway.
Okay, here's the most, possibly, if your answer is one way or the other, maybe the most damning thing anybody said about Arch Manning at quarterback of Texas so far. If Arch is playing or not playing, if it's Matthew Caldwell, the Troy transfer, does that change the betting line at all in Vegas?
It does for me. I've seen enough of the Matthew Caldwell experience during his time at Gardner-Webb and Troy to know that the picture-perfect throw in overtime to get the win in Starkville last weekend to Emmanuel Mosley is not what you're going to see for 4 full quarters. So is it the same downgrade at this point in the season that it would have been week 1? No, it's not in that regard, but I actually think Arch is going to be out there. We've seen this number kind of ping-pong. It opened low as 1.5, out to 3. But the total is a little bit more fascinating for me. That number got down to 44.5 before it got smacked over, sitting at 47. I think the other big injury to kind of monitor, I know he was officially listed as questionable on the player availability report, is for starting safety Michael Taft. It looked like Texas was ill-equipped to handle some of the vertical passing game that we saw from Mississippi State last weekend. He's kind of that quarterback of the defense, and originally when he had his thumb surgery after the Kentucky game, they said he would be out until November 15th when they took on Georgia. Let's see if he's a go. If he is, that helps Texas's defense get lined up, and that's so important against a Vanderbilt team that predicates a lot of what they do offensively on improvisation. So if he's out there and Arch is healthy, I think it's favored or pass for sure in Austin tomorrow.
Todd Fuhrman is with us, CBSSports.com. Fuhrman with us on the Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys Hotline.
Call me, Alabama.
When you look at Ole Miss as they take on South Carolina, is it easy to say that Carolina just spent everything they had in that game against Alabama and Ole Miss is the easy play here?
It's never easy with Lane Kiffin laying double digits off of 2 big wins or 2 big performances for the Rebels. Because if there's one thing we've learned about Lane Kiffin, as soon as he wants to take his act to the media, it's about the time where Ole Miss stubs its toe and lets an inferior foe kind of hang around. So normally I would have no problem backing South Carolina, but as you alluded to, Brownie, you wonder what they have left in the tank given the heartbreaking loss last weekend against Alabama. Quite frankly, guys, I'm still trying to figure out why Shane Beamer, when USC scores to go up 7, isn't electing to go for 2 and kind of put the final nail in the Crimson Tide coffin. It's that in-game management stuff at the highest level that always leaves me scratching my head. But here we are with the Gamecocks, who do match up in the secondary against this Ole Miss passing attack. Ole Miss not that tenacious in the trenches, so I think South Carolina should be able to run it some. And the one good thing that we have seen about Shane Beamer's team over the years is that they typically raise their level of play when they're playing a superior opponent. So I would lean towards South Carolina plus 12.5, but given that heartbreaking loss last week, not nearly as bullish as I normally would be on the Gamecocks traveling to Oxford.
He went for 2, Fuhrman, early. This is equally as perplexing to me. Right out of the chute in the second half, he goes for 2 when he's up 1. If you kick the point there, you don't even have to make the 2-point decision that you're talking about. You kick and you're up 2 scores at that point. And that's why
Go ahead, guys.
Well, I'm just going to say I just never understand these coaches going for 2 so early in the game. You had 30 minutes of football left when he went for 2 the first time.
The only reason that I can see the justification for that decision where he made it is I don't know how much confidence he had in his offense and their ability to consistently score. So if that was going to make the difference between winning and losing in what appeared to be a lower scoring game going to be played in the 20s, it makes a little bit more sense. But to your point, knowing that he was willing to go for it there's absolutely no reason when you have one play from the 3-yard line to take a 1-score game to a 2-score game and put the onus on Alabama, who's the superior team in that game, to go for 2 should they score a touchdown late in the game. Kalen DeBoer wasn't going to go for 2 and try and win the game when he's got a better team. He would have taken the game to overtime. So it's those kind of things where they get stung once and they're reluctant to make the optimal play. And in this case, it really bit South Carolina. But credit to Alabama for erasing that deficit, getting back in the game, and keeping themselves very much not just in the SEC mix, but an inside track to the college football playoff.
Fuhrman, randomly, I'm going to take you back to the Big 12. Manhattan, Kansas, K-State hosting Texas Tech. Texas Tech still got a top 5 scoring offense, top 5 scoring defense. They've been good against the number 7-1 against the number this year. Kansas State, though, coming on. Avery Johnson only 7 touchdowns, no turnovers his last 2 games. Big number here, though, in Manhattan with Texas Tech laying the 7.5. Am I crazy to want a little home team here plus 7.5?
They've looked much better of late, and I have to give Chris Kleiman a ton of credit because coming out of the Friday night game in the mid-September against Arizona where they lost that non-conference game, albeit against the conference opponent, and they're sitting at 1-3, you wondered if this season was going to completely get off the rails. They had a bye week. They were able to regroup, come back, and beat UCF. And if there wasn't for, a weird sequence at the end of the Baylor game, we're talking about this Kansas State team rolling into Manhattan this weekend against Texas Tech, riding a 4-game win streak and very much being in the thick of the conference race. I do like what I've seen from Avery Johnson starting to develop as a quarterback capable of throwing downfield. But at the same time, I wonder how Kansas State will be able to create balance against this Texas Tech defensive front. The Red Raiders are cut from a different cloth compared to some of the Big 12 competition this season. It has been an eternity since Tech has won in Manhattan. You have to go all the way back to 2008. But the one common thread between that team and this team, that was when Tech was very good and, ended up winning 10-plus games. So you wonder if with Baron Morton back under center, they'll be able to move the football. Not a game that I've gotten involved in, but I still think it should be a fascinating game to watch, knowing that Tech has everything in front of them, and they're no longer going to be afforded a mulligan given that loss to Arizona State. They probably have to win out and win the conference championship to get into the college football playoff.
Hey, I've been away from college football since August, but I planned to jump back in for Week 10 so I could watch number 1 Ohio State, number 2 Penn State play each other this weekend. Is that a big game this weekend for us, Fuhrman?
Yeah, talk about getting relegated to a secondary TV set for a lot of the bars across the country and for folks who try and watch multiple games at the same time. This number, had we been talking about it early in September, would have been Ohio State right around a field goal -4, and here we are approaching that 3-touchdown threshold. But at the same time, Penn State has taken some money. The 21 never really availed itself. We got to 20.5. And then there started to be a little bit of an appetite for the Nittany Lions, kind of hovering in no man's land now around 19. This Ohio State team is number 1 in the country. I have them power rated number 1, but they're not without questions. And I think everyone that wants to laud them as the clear-cut best team in the country, there are still a couple of flies in the ointment, most notably, this passing attack that from an EPA standpoint is outside the top 40. I know what Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith bring to the table, but they haven't been able to run the football. They play extremely slow. And defensively, they may not get tested this week by Penn State, but go through the schedule that they have played so far this season, and you can make the case by the end of the regular season, Ohio State will not have played a single offense that'll finish inside the top 25, meaning that game potentially against Indiana in the Big Ten Championship could be a watershed moment. But for me here, if you like Penn State, I think you try and get in and out of this game. You hope that Ohio State starts a little bit sluggish. Penn State plays with their hair on fire, empties the tank in terms of a trick play or two. I think Penn State may be able to run the ball with a little bit of success. Would want to get in and out, though, in the first 30 minutes and take Penn State plus 10.5 in the first half.
Todd Fuhrman is CBSSports.com. He's with us on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys Hotline. Two-part question. Number one, how does Vegas deal with interim coaches, and specifically Florida, Georgia, and the cocktail party? And then I'll ask the same about LSU as they play Alabama next week. I don't know if you have a look-ahead line on that one right now, but how do you deal with those things?
You typically see a bump from some of these programs, especially if it's a well-respected assistant that's taking over. Now, what we saw last weekend when Colorado State fired Jay Norvell, they completely rolled over against a big-time rival in Wyoming. But for a lot of these teams, you do get that one or two, or in the case of Arkansas, potentially even a 3-game bump as the players go out there and fight a little bit harder than what you've seen in the past. Now, at the same time, trying to quantify the impact remains a little bit of a fool's errand. I think you kind of have to dig into a little bit more of the coach's comments and quotes. And the one thing that Billy Gonzalez said, he was relatively critical of Billy Napier, taking a long time to get the play calls in. It put this Florida offense between a rock and a hard place. So I expect them to play on their front foot with a little bit more pace and tempo in the cocktail party, and maybe hit Georgia with a couple of surprises early in this game. And this is a Georgia team, guys, this season that has really struggled to get off the running block quickly in these games. It's been Kirby making adjustments at halftime that's given Georgia the opportunity to erase deficits and actually win by margin in some of these second halves. So if you like Florida here, I think you'd want to get in and out in this game, maybe a first quarter or first half bet in that 7.5 range. In terms of next week's game between Alabama and LSU with a first game coach bump, interim, whatever we want to call it, with Joe Sloan taking over, I make Alabama right around a 12-point favorite in this particular contest. I think you're going to see a total in the mid-50s, but that total is the angle that I'd be looking at, and we'll see where it's available when we chat next week. If LSU is going to commit to the ground game and Alabama has to deal with an LSU defense that'll be healthier than what we saw going into the bye, I think we could be talking about a lower scoring game than the way the market's going to price it.
Fuhrman, as I peruse through tomorrow's card, one of the more difficult games in the SEC, Oklahoma traveling to Knoxville to take on Tennessee. Strength on strength, great Oklahoma defense, great Tennessee offense, but weakness on weakness with a bad Oklahoma offense, at least right now, and a bad Tennessee defense. Do you have a feel for Oklahoma-Tennessee yet?
I do at the 3. I think Oklahoma makes a little bit of sense as a buy low candidate here against Tennessee. I know going into Neyland, especially at night, one of the more difficult environments that you're going to encounter in the SEC. But the questions we had about Oklahoma, and full disclosure, I laid the 4 last week against Ole Miss, didn't really have much of a puncher's chance to get outside that number, was that Oklahoma had not faced an offense that had the same kind of big play potential as Ole Miss, and it was a jolt to their system. I think that sets them up well for what they're going to encounter here against a Tennessee team that doesn't have the same kind of mobility at quarterback in Joey Aguilar like Trinidad Chambliss, and quite frankly can't run the football as effectively as Ole Miss could. And on the flip side of things, for Tennessee, with no disrespect meant to Alabama or some of the other teams they played, this is going to be a major step up from a defensive standpoint, the kind of pressure that Tennessee is going to face along that defensive line. You go through their schedule, Syracuse, Georgia, UAB, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky. None of those teams can get after the quarterback the same way that Oklahoma can. And if you're able to do so in hostile territory, that's the fastest way to take the crowd out of the game. This is a game I grappled with all week, but starting to come around on Oklahoma being a live underdog to keep their slim playoff hopes alive.
The game I'm really struggling to figure out is Miami at SMU. I want to play Miami so bad here and lay the points. What's your thoughts on Miami SMU?
That was my inclination coming into the week, and then I kind of got priced out with this number hovering in double digits. Miami will play its first road game outside the state of Florida all season long, and it'll be November 1st. So you begin to wonder about travel and how that can potentially impact things. It also feels in the wake of the performance that we saw last weekend from SMU, where they gained 19% of available yards against Wake Forest, that this is rock bottom pricing. But quite frankly, I mean, you guys know I was on the same side as Dunaway in that game. Watch that football game in its entirety, and it's 3.5 hours that none of us are ever going to get back with SMU trying to move the football against that Demon Deacons defense. Look, Miami's a team that just seems to get too conservative when they get a lead, especially on the road. And Carson Beck hasn't exactly been great as a quarterback starting away from home. 3-15-1 against the spread the last 19 times he's been in that role. So I think Miami can win, but I don't think that back door is ever going to be officially closed. So worry a little bit about laying this kind of number with the Hurricanes against an SMU team that's playing with a bit more desperation than what we've seen even with a struggling offense.
All right, we want an under the radar. I will point out as Fuhrman goes to his under the radar, something that will impact games Fuhrman talks about as we move forward. Arizona State coach Kenny Dillingham has confirmed to ESPN, according to Pete Thamel, that unfortunately Sam Leavitt's out for the remainder of the year. So that's
bigger problems, Fuhrman, than Sam Leavitt with that offense.
Yeah, that's not a huge surprise, Fuhrman, but that is going to impact.
No, it will. And Jordan Tyson with the hamstring injury. I'm honestly surprised, guys. I know Sam Leavitt missed the game at Utah, and I can share this information now. I won't reveal my sources. We were told going into that game that it was a Liz Frank foot injury, so I was shocked that he came back and played the following week against Texas Tech. I thought he was going to be out for the season then. So credit to Arizona State, probably erring on the side of caution. Sam Leavitt will now come back and probably makes a world of sense to be considered for a Heisman Trophy price tag if he comes back to Arizona State and doesn't declare for the draft. But I think this injury might derail some of those plans of getting to the next level. But yeah, Kenny Dillingham will have his hands full, and the Van Wilder of college football and Jeff Sims will now take over.
It's amazing. It's amazing he's still got eligibility. All right, under the radar, Fuhrman, as you get out of here, what you got this week?
Yeah, I'll stick in my backyard and fade the home team in UNLV. I'll take New Mexico plus the 4.5 against the Rebels. I know UNLV comes into this game off a bye, but this is a UNLV team that has been smoke and mirrors. Sure, they may be a little bit stung and play hungrier after they got blown out by Boise State going into the bye, but I love what I've seen from this New Mexico team. Full credit to Coach Jason Eck. He's gotten the most out of this group, making the transition from Idaho, the FCS level, to the FBS. New Mexico does enough offensively, both running and throwing, that'll keep the UNLV defense off balance. And this is an undisciplined team that Dan Mullen has built. UNLV loves to give away free yardage on both the offensive and defensive side. I think New Mexico, 4-quarter fight at Allegiant Stadium Saturday afternoon. I look for the Lobos to not only cover, but potentially win outright and saddle the Rebels with their second loss of the season.
One other piece of breaking news in the NFL, Fuhrman, won't affect on the field immediately, but Chris Greer has just been fired in Miami, the Dolphins general manager. Not a huge surprise there, but you do wonder if that's the first of several firings today.
Look, I have to give the Ross family credit. That's a move that I would have made before I would have fired Coach McDaniel. They built a roster that never set this Miami team up for success, didn't address the biggest needs along that offensive line. Tua, at this point, I think we know what he is, but yet clearly there's going to be a little bit more in the way of house cleaning taking place down there in South Florida as they figure out how to build back in the NFC.
No doubt about it. Yep. Fuhrman, thank you, my man. Always good to talk to you. Enjoy the weekend.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. You guys as well, and good luck at the window.
All right, buddy. Thank you. At Todd Fuhrman on social media is where you find him. He was with us, Todd Fuhrman, on the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys Hotline.
Hey. Call me, Alabama.
Hey, and if you want to see Lance and Alexander every now and then at Twin Peaks, you can do that as well. We'll get to 4 Downs in a second. Tell me about Twin Peaks.
Yeah, home of the 29-degree signature beer served right there in 3D by those Twin Peak girls running around. Legendary 29 degrees. Ours 36 degrees in here right now. But you can stop in for lunch or dinner if you're looking for a place to watch Game 6 of the World Series with the Dodgers and Blue Jays. You can do that right at Twin Peaks. Of course, they will not have this ABC ESPN issue. So if you're looking for a place to post up and watch all of the action all weekend long, make it one of those great locations of the 29-degree signature drafts. It is Twin Peaks.
And our friends at the Pants Store, your game day headquarters. Our friends at the Pants Store choose Bama and Auburn sweatshirts and polos and hats and quarter zips and so much more. Famous name brands like Horn Legend, Cutter & Buck, Antigua, and Gentile. Nothing says War Eagle or Roll Tide like the Pants Store, and they've got the gifts for the ladies as well, including a great boots and sneaker and platform selection and dresses and rompers and everything you need for the holidays too, by the way. If you're buying gifts to put under the tree or to help Santa out, mention to Santa or Mrs. Claus, and who can tell Santa when they're sharing a nice cup of joe by our fireplace at the North Pole. Hey, pantstore.com. They deliver without reindeers anywhere in the world. Pantstore.com, free alterations and free gift wrapping, and you're going to go into their stores as well in Auburn and Tuscaloosa, in Huntsville, and all over Birmingham, but anywhere at pantstore.com.
First down.
So I'll start with a Halloween theme. I'm going to get to a couple of celebrity birthdays. We'll do those in third and fourth down. If I ask you guys the worst Halloween candy.
Stay
Candy
tuned.
corn.
Oh, candy corn, you're just going to go right out of the chute.
Yep.
Candy corn. Don't hate it as much as you and Scott do. I kind of like candy corn. I wouldn't put it in the top 5, but I like
What
it.
do you like about it?
I like it, Tyler.
Terrible.
I just like
Terrible.
it. I like candy corn.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
What about it, though?
It's just good. I like it.
It's like if you take candle wax and sugar and melted them together.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
handed them to
delicious
Brown.
candle wax.
I like the texture.
I think
Hey,
that
you really
is
sold it there.
the most polarizing candy ever is probably candy corn. I think even worse than the candy corn, though, was the old school. I don't even know if they do it anymore, but you guys will remember this. The black or orange waxed whatever was in
terrible,
it. I don't
yeah.
know what it was.
Yeah.
It was
Chewy.
like a really, really bad bit of honey,
Yeah.
Oh,
which bit of honey's pretty bad, too.
bit of honey was pretty bad, too. That was my grandmother's favorite with no teeth.
I thought you were going to say circus peanuts.
Oh, circus
awful,
peanuts. Oh,
awful.
horrible.
It's like you're shitting nuclear.
Listen,
I probably don't need to do that.
I woke up feeling the
Yeah,
cheesier.
Scott, clip that, please.
Wearing this and doing that? Bad idea.
when I was poor, we would go to, what was it, Quincy's?
Oh,
that
I
was
loved
That was a
Quincy's.
big deal, right?
Yeah, I
we
loved
rarely
Quincy's.
went to a big deal.
The yeast rolls were fantastic.
And then when we would leave for another quarter, we could get those teeny tiny York peppermint things.
Oh, not the chalky
No,
ones.
not
Yeah.
the chalky ones, but the little small
Yeah.
York peppermint
Patties.
patty things.
Are you sure they weren't the green, the Andes?
Not Andes. No,
Not
that was
Andes.
I like the
Olive
Andes
Garden.
better.
That was Olive Garden.
That was a higher
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm going on the bad side. The Yorks
Yeah.
are pretty bad. My dad loved them, and I ate so much of them one time that I hate them. Playing poker the other night, I was given a dark chocolate York peppermint patty out of somebody's trick-or-treat bag. They didn't want it. And I said, well, let me try it. And, horrible. Can't stand York peppermint patties.
I don't know the name of it, Tyler, but there was something, or Lance, you asked the question. There was something that was like a bit of honey, but it was in cellophane, and it had like coconut shreds on it. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like a brown wrapper.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but those are awful. If you got one of those, you're like, what are you doing?
The Choco Stick?
Chicka stick.
Chicken stick.
Yeah.
I like the chicken stick. It was
love
toasted. Yeah.
I love
did
the
not
chicken
like
stick.
the chicken stick.
Yeah, it was like a exotic Butterfinger.
Yeah, exactly.
Exotic Butterfinger. I did not like the chicken
Yeah.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second down.
Chicken Stick, by the way, favorite candy for Yale leaders.
So I did. I sent this out today, and I asked. I forgot how I framed the question on X. Like if you.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah, if you had to like basically torture your worst enemy and put them in a room by themselves and watch the most disturbing movie ever, no obvious answers. What would that be?
So I need disturbing, not just bad.
Yeah. But I will throw it a little bit different to you guys. I mean, what is the best Halloween movie? Do you have a go-to Halloween movie?
I do not. Not a big fan.
Don't really have a go-to Halloween movie. I'm not a big horror genre. I mean, this is so hokey to some. I still like the Charlie Brown Halloween special. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yeah, that's still good.
No.
He got a rock.
Yeah.
Tyler?
I got a rock.
Oh, go-to Halloween movie. I love Sinister. I think that's a great sort of popcorn horror movie. It's got, I would say, 100% of the people I have recommended it to ended up loving it and saying it's one of the more tense, scary movies they've ever seen, but still enjoyed it.
Is it ghost? Is it benevolent?
Yeah,
supernatural,
sort of ghostly, demonic sort of deal. Ethan Hawke plays a true crime writer, and he moves his family into the house where a family was, brutally murdered.
Okay.
And he's hiding it from his wife.
Probably gave him divorce.
Third down.
The late John Candy would have been 75 years old. Ultimately, who had the better career, John Candy or Kevin Bacon? Kevin Bacon for
probably Kevin Bacon.
Almost 70 doing those T-Mobile commercials. Looks pretty good.
I know. And Kevin Bacon has been in critically acclaimed movies. Now, he's been in some duds, too, but I don't know that Candy was ever in anything that was critically acclaimed, was he? Kevin Bacon's in A Few Good Men. I mean, that's probably in every,
John Candy was in JFK. I'm trying to think of any other, dramatic roles.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, that was...
Critically acclaimed?
Yeah.
I think I'll go Kevin Bacon here, Dunaway.
Yeah, I'll go John Candy.
I'll go, it probably is Kevin Bacon. I just love me some John Candy. I like both these guys
fantastic.
a lot.
Yeah, I love John Candy.
Probably would go John Candy.
4th down.
So Christopher Columbus would have been 574 years old today. Nick Saban is 74 years old today.
No.
500 years older than Saban. Christopher Columbus or Nick Saban. Now, Nick Saban raged. He wreaked havoc on the SEC, but Christopher Columbus wreaked havoc on the indigenous people.
Christopher Columbus got lost and thought he found something he didn't really find.
It was a one-hit wonder.
It was a one-hit wonder. Nick Saban never got lost. Nick Saban always knew where he was. I'm going to go Nick Saban.
Yeah, Nick Saban for me as well.
Amerigo Vespucci had already found the Americas.
Exactly, Tyler.
Well before Columbus even head out that way.
Yeah.
That is our 4 downs today, brought to you by Company Distilling, man. Wonderful folks there. LT loves them some Company Distilling. He's sharing it with everybody in the world, right?
Yeah, if you want to try a whiskey that is as good as the company you keep, Company Distilling is now available throughout the state of Alabama, also available in Colorado, Texas, Florida, South Carolina. A handful of states it is starting to grow. Jeff Arnett, the master distiller, the great man behind the great product that is Company Distilling. You can always go online, Company Distilling /Alabama for more information. You can also scan that QR code, but the weekend is here. Get into your ABC store. Get into your local package store. If they don't have Company Distilling, tell them to get it. It's a great, great whiskey for this weekend.
Hey, and Brown, tell us some things you like about Inverness Country Club, if you will.
Well, first of all, the people you encounter there, both the membership and the staff, they are just really, really fantastic people. The food is terrific. They had a chopped Italian sub the other day that I had for lunch, which is just terrific. The course is in the best shape I have ever seen it in, and if you like fast greens, they got fast greens. I don't know what's not to like. The pool is a resort-style pool. The clubhouse is terrific. The course is fun, and everybody I've encountered out there is just super friendly. It's a great place to go. ICCalabama.com if you would like a tour. ICCalabama.com, or give Aaron a call out there at Inverness Country Club. Tell Aaron you heard us talking about it, and you want to see all the great things that we mentioned. Inverness Country Club, ICCalabama.com.
All right, when we come back, we'll do our headlines, way too early headlines, and talk some more games on the field as we wind down on a Friday Halloween show. Forrester, we're not getting enough of you, man. Give me a camera of the back. The cheesiest, Trent Dilfer. And there on the very back, Karen from the Phillies game.
Such a good wig he's got.
Yeah. All I can see, you look like a mad scientist. All I can see is the eyes and the wig.
Can't even see the glasses.
Yeah, I can. At my angle. That looks good. All right, when we come back.
No lenses, by the way.
Halloween show. Is it really?
Lens free.
Lens free.
Yeah. When we come back, the headlines. It's next.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
Yo, kinfolk, what's good, man? Let me holler at you for a minute. You know how life can be life. You're out there chasing that dollar. Every dollar is accounted for going somewhere. Then all of a sudden, bam! Out of nowhere, a car accident. All I had to do was hit up my people at Alexander Shinara Trial Attorney. You already know when that dude Alex pulls up the trial, he shuts down the litigation situation. Yo, go to Shinara.com. Hit him up at 659-777-7777.
Call me, Alabama.
No representation that legal services provided are better than any other provider.
What are you waiting for? It's non-stop gaming action at Birmingham Racecourse Casino. Come play more than 900 of the latest and greatest games around, featuring fun bonuses and big jackpots. You can wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. There are more ways to win at Birmingham Racecourse Casino. Birmingham Racecourse Casino, located off I-459 exit 31 Derby Parkway. Must be 21 or older.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on the Next Round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at the Next Round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000. Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit UrologyCentersAlabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
Catch up on all of today's Next Round on demand through the podcast platform of your choice. Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen, always like, follow, subscribe, and turn on automatic downloads so you never miss any part of the Next Round.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemphill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemphill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemphill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemphill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Never miss anything from the Next Round when you listen on demand through the podcast platform of your choice. Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen, always like, follow, subscribe, and turn on automatic downloads so you catch every part of the Next Round. Listen anywhere in the world at any time on the Next Round podcast feed and support the show by following, subscribing, and turning on automatic downloads on any podcast platform. Thanks for always making the Next Round a big part of your day.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Back with you on the Next Round, a Halloween show. No firings today on a Friday. Boy, if this was a Monday show, it'd be a lot more interesting. If it was a Sunday show, it'd be really interesting. Possible firings for Fickle and some others along the way. We'll talk more about the big game at Jordan-Hare in just a second. Ty Simpson has a lot of things going his way. The biggest thing for Alabama in this bye week is hearing Josh Cuevas talk about Ty Simpson and his creativity on what Ty is able to do in this offense to find one of the hottest tight ends in America.
So I'm actually, some of them I am, but most of them I'm not. And I mean, props to Ty for getting through his progression and I mean, being good enough with his eyes downfield to kind of go through his progression and go through his reads and then eventually finding me, for a first down or something, a big gain. But I mean, most of those plays, like, I'm not even 1, 2, or 3 in the progression. I'm 5 or 4. So props to Ty on those.
Yeah, and he gets very creative in other places too. Cut 3, Tyler, if you will. Josh Cuevas on Ty Simpson's touchdown celebrations. Did you notice? I
saw this.
You notice while Jeremy Bernard is dropping and giving thanks to God after that go-ahead touchdown right in front of the student bodies who are ready to rush the field, here comes Ty Simpson flying in to basically put it in the face of the students at South Carolina. The guys noticed this Ty Simpson kid when it comes to his touchdown celebrations.
The real hard-hitting question is I need to know about Ty Simpson's celebrations and what you guys think of them.
Yeah, honestly, it's so it's super uncoordinated with the team. I mean, Ty just does whatever he wants to, and I mean we're in full support of whatever he does. So, I mean, if he gives a celebration, then we'll probably do it right behind him and in the end zone.
You guys give him a little grief for him because they do look very uncoordinated.
Yeah, it's just almost just kind of random, and you never know what he's gonna do. So it's just we're all just kind of waiting to see where Ty's at, and whenever we score or something, just seeing where he pops up at. I think there's a video where he just randomly pops up and it's just oh, there's Ty.
Yeah,
just doing. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, there's a few times Ty does that, but yeah, it's funny.
Now, if you haven't seen that video, it's really good. As Jim said, it's shot from the stands, and Bernard is
venomous fans.
Bernard is right in front of him. Bernard doing, like Jim said, giving thanks to God, and Simpson just, perfectly framed, just slides in and does that.
Official quickly gets involved, though.
Oh yeah, the official's all right, y'all get back. This could get ugly.
But you saw the first touchdown of the year back in Tallahassee. You saw Ty getting immediately involved in the celebration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gray's Tree Service will get you involved in your dead tree situation at your house, your farm, your property. Listen, if you've got a big piece of land, you're clearing something off, Gray's Tree Service can do that too.
Yeah, look, I had the 4 pines extracted over a year ago. John Mark and his crew came out, did an absolutely incredible job. Family owned and operated, 30 years right here in Market, Birmingham, and Bessemer. And free estimates, absolutely free estimates, 24/7 service. Not only the removal, also the treatment and the health of your trees. You take care of your lawn, take care of your trees as well. You can scan that QR code or just go to graystree.com for more information.
Listen, there's no gimmies for Auburn football, but it's Jordan-Hare Stadium in Kentucky is unbeaten in MAC games this year. I'll say it again, they're unbeaten in MAC games this year. But they may be the worst Power 4 team in college football. Is that fair? They're in the discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, I mean, some would go Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma State's worse than Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, Kentucky took Texas to overtime a couple weeks ago.
Some would go Boston College.
They're bad. They're bad.
But Kentucky's in the conversation.
Stanford, I would thought was in that conversation, but they beat Florida State.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Kentucky has got the 94th scoring offense. They've got the 104th scoring defense. So when you're right around 100 in both scoring offense and scoring defense, that's a bad combination.
They've lost 5 SEC games. 3 of them by 21 or more points. 21 or more points, 3 of their 5 SEC losses. But here's Hugh Freeze talking about, on a Halloween weekend, Kentucky as a scary team.
I couldn't be more pleased with how they've prepped. I think in going through that difficult stretch of difficult losses, and they continue to come back and play with great passion and energy and prepare. I think this week the message has been received that, man, go a little further and let's see where it takes us. Let's go find a way to win one at home and celebrate with our home fans in an SEC win. But you got to go a little further. This is a dangerous team coming in here and who are playing better football on offense than they were earlier in the year, and they stopped the run. So it's a scary team. So we need to go a little further in the details. We still had a lot of things last week that you watch on tape, but man, we can do better, and we've got to demand that we do it.
Is
this
a scary team?
No,
it's not. Now you're super confident. I think you're more confident than I am. I think
I am
Auburn
too.
wins. I see it. You said
If-
20-3.
Please tell me Ashton Daniels is playing the whole game, and then I feel like Kentucky's got to fight a shot.
I wanted to ask that when we got on quarterbacks earlier. What do you think the percentage breakout is?
Are they not the same guy?
I kind of think so, yes.
I don't think they are.
You
but
think Arnold's better?
I think Arnold's better.
But give me the percentage. What do you see as the percentage breakout of snaps? Give me snaps. Arnold, snaps, Daniels. Just your guess. Nobody. I mean, you don't know this. I
don't know. If Ashton Daniels starts, I can see him playing the whole
100%?
game.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, if he
okay.
goes out and has success early, why would you pull him out?
You wouldn't.
I mean, you made the change for a reason.
You wouldn't. So do you feel Daniels 100%?
I don't, because I've seen Daniels before. Look, Daniels might come out and wow all of us. He might be a completely changed, new scenery, new player, and, might surprise everybody.
Here's my educated guess, because Hugh has said this all week long about the fast starts that Jackson Arnold's had the last couple of weeks. I believe he'll have a plan that Jackson Arnold plays the first 2 drives and Ashton Daniels is in the 3rd drive. Or
he said he was going to do that last week.
Yeah. And I think he'll do it this time.
Yeah, he was going to do it last week.
Regardless of what happens, I think he'll get Ashton in.
But Daniels started a little better, Arnold started a little better than he thought, so they didn't go to Daniels until Arnold threw the pick 6.
And oh, by the way, if it's drive field goal, drive touchdown, 10-0, and then you put Ashton Daniels in and something bad happens, or if you start Ashton and you go drive field goal, drive touchdown, it's 10-0, and then you put Jackson Arnold in just because that was the plan, and then it goes off the rails.
That's bad.
That is a coaching mistake.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll see what they do.
I do think if Arnold starts, he's on an incredibly short leash. I mean, you've already gone to Daniels now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to start. Do you think there's any
chance
we see?
I think Daniels starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying if Arnold did start.
Do you think there's any chance we see 3 quarterbacks?
I think Deuce Knight, I don't think they are close to playing him. When you listen to Hugh Freeze talk, it just doesn't sound like Lance. They're close to playing him.
I think Arnold starts. You think y'all think Daniel starts?
Oh, I think Daniel
starts.
Yeah. Okay. And I think if we don't see Deuce this year, I mean, that's another guy you got to worry about transferring out.
You do.
Yeah.
Of course, if he's Lance, I'd say it.
Have they played South Carolina yet? Because they don't mind walking up and talking to players walking off the field. Okay, tell us about Odie's before we do our headlines today.
Our friends at Odie's Tavern, Rodney Davis, serving up that great food for almost 4 decades now. The award-winning wings, delicious burgers, great sandwiches, live music, both locations tonight, the original and Crest line. Newest location in Edgewood, ice-cold beer buckets full of the Bud Light. You can watch World Series Game 6 there tonight. Enjoy the fall weather out on that patio. Get in and see Will Haver and that great staff. Birmingham Institution, it's Odie's Tavern.
The College Football Spotlight.
Like the game's already been played. Monday's headlines today.
They are presented, the Shannara Spotlight, by our guy, Alexander Shannara.
Call me Alabama.
He is a guy that is Birmingham born and bred, 24 years. That firm has grown to more than 150 lawyers, supported by more than 500 dedicated team members, and their elite trial attorneys have recovered more than $2 billion. Maintaining these core values, integrity, mastery, passion, and success. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. You pay nothing unless they win your case. Shannara.com. Shannara.com.
All right. I'll start us off since mine's usually the least. We all got one. Next week, by the way, next Friday, we're in Tuscaloosa location yet?
Are we Rabbit Hole? Innisfree?
I think we're Innisfree.
Innisfree?
I can confirm that today.
Not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed yet.
But
it is confirmed. It's just we haven't confirmed it.
Yeah, we're at Tuscaloosa next week for our show, and we'll move it to 11 to 2 again. And then I'll jump in the car and drive to Auburn for a high school football game on Friday night.
Oh, how about that?
And then back to Birmingham, then to Tuscaloosa for the game on Saturday. But then the week after that, we're back in Tuscaloosa again for the Oklahoma game on Friday. And then Black Friday, we're at Auburn.
Yeah, we do know where that is. Moe's Barbecue.
Moe's Barbecue in Auburn on Black Friday before the Iron Bowl. So 3 more road shows still to go. Next 2 Fridays. Next Friday and the Friday after that in Tuscaloosa, and then Black Friday down in Auburn. Wanted to get that out before we got to the headlines, because when we're on the road, we don't always have 3 headlines. But today, everybody's got headlines. Here's mine. Woodward fired. Louisiana governor gives athletic director a wet willy.
Oh.
You see, he's wiping that out of the ear right there.
I do see that, yes. Governor Landry.
He's right there. Speaking of governors, the governor is off the Gators engine. New play caller. Florida, scary game in the cocktail party. As Albert's in a little revved up engine, got it rolling. And then at the variety thing, Sydney Sweeney wears a dress that you can see her straight through.
A big fan of her wardrobe.
Yeah, you like him?
Sure.
Now I threw a couple of stars.
Now, this is the girl. Dunaway said you can sling a dead cat and hit a girl that looks like Sydney Sweeney, right?
And I think you look at this picture and you see why. I mean, overrated. So I covered them up a little bit, threw a couple of stars on there. But Sydney's dress inspires new defense, the uncover 2.
It's funny, if you left the 2 uncovered, Rumble would ban us.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, that way.
Well, I sent you the original one just for your benefit, and then I sent you the cover-up version.
It'd be worth it. I'd put it up.
Yeah. Well, you've got it in your file there. You can use it anytime you want there. Single man. You can be the cheesiest whenever you want to. All right. Who's next?
Who's next, Tyler? You hit one. We'll go. Tyler gets to pick. That's going to be Lance.
Hey, the Austin American Statements. Ice, ice, baby. Diego deported. Vandy quarterback throws 3 interceptions and a loss to Texas.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bad day for Diego.
No. Yeah. I thought you liked them to win this game.
I don't know, man. It's a tough game. That's a tough defense, too. And Diego struggled last week.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be a bad game.
Can't get a confirmation if that's Diego that's cuffed up there.
Yeah,
by the way.
don't know. You don't know. It's from behind. No purple. All right, Tyler. Mine's going to be the Opelika Auburn News. Welcome to the jungle. Kentucky coach Mark Stoops stays in costume, hoping to bring Auburn to their knees.
Good one. I like it.
I think we had this a couple years ago.
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think I was an
You're
intern
saying
and we
I
had this
recycled?
headline.
No,
Yeah.
I did not recycle this.
It's recycled.
Someone used it.
Yeah, Rockstar used this.
I,
For sure.
I think so, yeah.
Was it? Was it the same photo of Mark Stoops in his Halloween costume as
Yeah,
Axl
because he
Rose?
looks like Fat Axl Rose.
Fat Axl. Were there alternate headlines when
No,
they did their?
no,
Okay,
they
then.
were not.
Okay, then it's not a true ripoff. Page 2, a Birmingham sportscaster has been fleeced of his life savings after giving all his money to an AI Sean McVay. It's a terrible story. He lost everything. Sean McVay needed some help.
Yeah.
And then bad news, man.
But the new stadium that Sean McVay's coaching in.
That's why I needed the help. They had to pay for that stadium. As stunning news, Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross moving the franchise to the UFL for 2026. That's the first time we've ever seen that happen.
You guys would not be the betting favorites.
Hey, breaking news. Adam Schefter, did you see it?
Oh, that McDaniel's coaching the rest of the season? Yeah.
You excited?
I mean, yeah, I'm thrilled at that.
Well, I mean, you need that to get the better draft pick. You don't want a good coach to come
That's
in.
true. Don't try to spark something with an interim.
I mean, at least y'all don't have to go play in Europe anytime soon.
Madrid, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, which I know is in Europe. I wasn't correcting you. I was just pointing out it is Madrid, yes.
Yeah. All right. That's our headlines today. Brought to you in part by our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. I think you can do Michelson. I was going to throw you a different one that you couldn't hold the sign and do.
I've done them all holding the sign. 205-969-8100. That is the number you need to call. Ask for Amy. Tell her the next round sent you. They are going to get you hooked up with a hassle-free consultation. You have 0 to lose to find out if LASIK is right for you. Dr. Mark Michelson, the first to perform the LASIK surgery in the state of Alabama way back in 1995. They are the best in the business. For more information, you can always go online, michelsonlaservision.com.
Give me cut 6, Tyler, if we can, as we go back to what we saw in college football last night. What did y'all think of Tulane?
Oh, I hate it for our guy. I mean, they got run, and you know what everybody's saying.
That's what the soundbite is, yeah.
Okay, well, let's hear the soundbite. I shouldn't say everybody, but I saw a lot of this last night.
I mean, look, he set it up last week on our show. I don't think we're very good. We had 5 returning starters. Only 4 playing right now. We just haven't figured out who we are. We don't have an identity. We've played maybe a little bit above where we should be at this point. So give him credit. They were 6-1 going into this game. San Antonio's a tough place to play. That's got a really, really good fan base with a really good coach in Jeff Traylor, and they just kind of hit a buzzsaw last night.
UTSA was 3-4, though.
They were 3-4.
Yeah, they're now 4-4. Here's John Summerall getting asked if his team was distracted because of all the rumors about him being in the mix to coach LSU or Florida or Auburn or Kentucky or anybody but Tulane.
You know the question's going to come about distractions. Did you feel like this team, what did you feel like was the issue tonight in terms of just the first half?
Yeah, I don't think the team was distracted. I know I'm not anything. Like I'm kind of tired of people asking me questions about like, are y'all distracted? I'm like, distracted about what? Like, I mean, there's 0 distractions, and if we have any distractions going on, I don't understand it because we're in the middle of really challenging conference schedule, and it takes your full focus and full effort and full energy to be the best you can be to, I don't know.
Oh, it's tough loss. I mean, they were favored on the road, and, they had everything in front of them. It's about to get real. You mentioned Navy. There's only 6 undefeated teams. At this time last year, there were 8 undefeated teams. By the way, at the end of the year, only 1 team made it through their conference championship game, undefeated. That was Oregon, but there are 6 right now, and one of those teams is Navy. It's about to get real for Navy, but I still think the American is wide open.
Michael in the chat kind of says that. He says apparently nobody from the group of 5 wants the playoff spot. I mean, every time we crown one as, okay, there's that team.
Oh, South Florida up 17 in Memphis, you were like, okay.
Yeah, they're the one. They're the one, and then they lose to Memphis. And Memphis had already lost to UAB, and now Tulane goes on the road and loses to Texas San Antonio.
This is
boring. Navy, you're saying it's about to get real for Navy.
Boise's not going to be able to get back there, but I think Boise's probably the best.
Who do you think it is at the end? Who do y'all think gets it?
I'm going to lean Memphis, but I don't feel great about it.
So, we're going to.
I was Memphis back in August, but you're about to say we're going to put a team in the playoffs that lost to UAB.
Interim coach UAB.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, seriously, though, but I don't know where else you're going to go with the American winner, right? I don't. Who else has got an argument?
Boise still got a shot just based on brand. Like if you were to have
they have disappeared.
But isn't San Diego State going to win that conference?
I mean, they could. San Diego State is, they're a 10-point favorite this weekend against Wyoming, and I give Sean Lewis a lot of credit. Man, their defense, they are playing lights out, and he's an offensive guy. So yeah, I mean, San Diego State still could, but if Boise does win the conference with 2 losses, do you have a 2-loss Boise over a 2-loss Memphis?
Maybe finally we'll realize they won't do it because they don't give them enough respect, but the Sun Belt champion. The reason the Sun Belt teams aren't highly ranked because the teams are so close to each other, like we have in the Big 12. James Madison teams there's several Southern Miss or Marshall South, not a bad football team. Some good football played in the Sun Belt.
I mean, Troy's still undefeated.
Yeah, let's look at maybe the Sun Belt champions.
This is going to be one of those years that I think a lot of people are going to say this is why we should not have an auto Group 5.
I thought about it when I thought about saying that.
I mean, it's legitimate though.
Yeah, I thought about saying that.
Like I think most years you can get away with having an auto Group 5 and they're going to be competitive. I don't know if this is going to be one of those years.
You think that North Texas could get Navy this weekend?
I think North Texas is going to get Navy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they're almost a touchdown favorite.
They're one of 6 remaining unbeaten teams. And speaking of getting real for Navy, North Texas, Notre Dame, South Florida, Memphis, Army down the stretch.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm looking at my sheet to see if there's another Group of 5.
There really isn't because, the MAC doesn't have anybody. The Mountain West, to your point, Boise State and San Diego State are both they both have 0 losses. San Diego State's 3-0. But Boise's got 2 losses, and got embarrassed against a Group of 5 team. It's just a hard case to make for Boise.
We might have multiple undefeated teams going down this weekend, though.
Yeah.
I do think the
Georgia Tech's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coming up in my pick 3.
I agree with that. No Ohio State, no Indiana. Texas A&M's on a bye.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Back in the old BCS, didn't the non-power conference team have to be ranked above a certain level to actually be included?
In the what?
In the old BCS. If they were going to make a BCS bowl like Boise,
they had to make a BCS bowl.
They had to be above a certain number in the BCS rankings. Yeah.
Top, I believe it's top 12.
Yeah. Which is there's no carve out for that now, right? It's just the top ranked.
It's just the highest rated ranked team. If they're unranked, if there's no ranked one, they're still in the playoffs.
Well, what do they do? They just pick one?
The committee chooses. We have never had to deal with that, but
you could this year.
If we end up with nobody in the college football playoff rankings, the college football playoff committee would then give us a ranking of the Group of 5.
Okay, so they just rank them. Here's what we think it looks like, and then we're going to take number 1. Okay,
that's the way I understand it. Yeah. We've never had to deal with it.
Look, they control the rankings. All they got to do is put Navy 25th or whoever 25th,
or Memphis,
whoever they want to put in.
Memphis at Rice this weekend, and tricky game. It's tonight. Tricky game. I mean, that's not an easy win.
I mean, Memphis hasn't made anything easy, but they are 13.5-point favorites on the road in Houston.
You're saying you got to bring your own enthusiasm. BYOE at Rice. There's not much of a crowd there, so it's a sleepy environment. Friday night game.
Yeah, Rice will fill you up though.
Always want more.
Yeah. When we come back, listen. When LSU has a news conference this week, you will hear some of the dumbest things ever. The interim AD. I want to hear it when we come back, but the interim AD is Verge Osbury. Now, on my sheet, it says, we have to be in the playoffs every year.
He says that?
So I want to hear if he literally says that. But the guy who is helping lead the search for the new coach says, we have to be in the playoffs every year.
Okay, if he does say this, it's almost going to be impossible for them to hire somebody that's not like just super hungry. Like an established coach. Why in the hell would you take this job when the government's getting involved, you're firing ADs, and now you've got to be in the playoffs every single year?
Yeah.
We have to be in the playoffs every year. See what it sounds like when you hear it. Brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill on the other side. Tell us about Hemp Hill.
205-229-2090. Imagine the heat's not ready to keep up with this changing weather. You're going to be freezing. You got to get it done. You're having a plumbing issue. Adam, Chad, Andrew, the guys there, they are awaiting your call. 205-229-2090. Hard to stop a train. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
Follow Brownie on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan Brown Live.
Honey, a while back, life knocked me flat on my behind. I was hit by an 18-wheeler, and Lord of mercy, it left me hurting. Now, I heard through the grapevine that Alexander Shannara had recovered big money for some people. You been hurt? Can't work? Don't sit there suffering. Call my people at Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. Ain't gonna cost you a dime, so pick up the phone and dial 659-777-7777 or go to Shannara.com, because when I called, Alexander Shannara answered.
Call me, Alabama.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
Hey, Lance Taylor from the Next Round to tell you about my friends at Michelson Laser Vision, located conveniently UAB Highlands. Almost 20 years ago, I went in for the procedure. Only took 12 minutes for both eyes. When I went in, I had 20/200 vision. I was legally blind. Now I have 20/15 vision, still 19 years later. Make the call today. Schedule a hassle-free consultation. 969-8100. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, Michelson Laser Vision. Make sure you tell them the Next Round sent you. 969-8100 or MichelsonLaserVision.com.
This hour of The Next Round is presented by the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, now featuring 7 days of giveaways with your chance to win a share of up to $125,000. The more you visit the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, the more chances you have to win.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Get all your favorite Next Round gear all in one place, nextround.store. From our Next Round hats to the logo tees to the all-time best-selling Y'all Can Have the Rest shirt, you can look your best by shopping with us at nextround.store. Take the Next Round anywhere with nextround.store. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between 2 warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, The Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Before I tell you about Champy's world-famous fried chicken, Again, Halloween show, hour 3 as we start this. If you're listening to this, go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe there. Set your alerts, and then that way you can see what's happening on the show, not just listen to it, but we love just our listeners too. There's a huge number of you that choose to only listen, and we appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. But if you're watching us right now, it's a tradition that we do. Sometimes even we don't want to do it. We come in and we do it anyway for you, the folks back there, including Karen on the back row. Karen?
Karen.
Hey, guys.
Yep. Trent Dilfer.
Anybody got a tea time for me today?
Yep. The cheesiest.
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheese.
Yale leader.
Biden Texas Aggies up. Biden Texas Aggies.
Yep. And of course, Alexander Shannara.
Call me Alabama. And then the fired ref, Ken Williamson.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
he was not calling timeout. He was just clapping.
I'm clapping for you.
Because he's the cheesiest. All right, here we go. This hour brought to you by Champy's World Famous Fried Chicken, champyschicken.com, Highway 119 in Alabaster, Sterling and the crew. They are absolutely the best. You can go by there. Who knows what Megan's dressed up as behind the bar tonight during happy hour. But you can go by there and enjoy the great fried chicken. Always treats right there. Go by there and enjoy the brined overnight, cooked to order, juicy down to the bone fried chicken, all the great in-house made sides, the Mississippi Delta recipe tamales, and so much more. Champyschicken.com, champyschicken.com, Highway 119 in Alabaster. A couple other things real quickly. Urban Meyer telling reporters he has no desire to coach again. So he is not in the mix.
Okay. I don't think he would say it that definitively if he really wanted to coach.
Quote, I don't have a desire to do it, end quote.
My question is, do you think anybody's asked?
It doesn't matter. I mean,
not if he has a desire. I mean, legitimately.
I don't know if anybody legitimately is asked, but the media has speculated. So he says, stop speculating. I don't have a desire.
Yeah, from when I started watching college football to this point, I will say that he is definitely in the top 5 of coaches that I ever saw coach. So if you're not making the call, I think you're not doing your job. I mean, if I'm Penn State, if I'm Florida, well, not Florida. If I'm Penn State or LSU, I would call.
I tell you, if I'm Florida, I would be like,
maybe.
Yeah, we had it pretty good here, buddy.
Cade Klubnik is probable entering that game as they play host to Duke. Clemson does this weekend. Tough game for Clemson. Tough game for Duke. They do have Furman and Florida State. They also have Duke, Louisville, and South Carolina. Struggle for Clemson right now is if this goes south, they don't have a winning record.
No,
they've got to win. They got to win.
They got to win out to to get bowl eligible.
It is baffling where this offense is. 26 points per game. Duke has lost 7 straight in Death Valley to Clemson. But Clemson, not only are they not winning games, they're 3-9 against the spread their last 12. They're 0-8 against the spread their last 8 home games.
Arch Manning is a game-time decision for Texas, still in the playoff race with Vanderbilt. Vandy and Texas playing each other, and we'll see how that ends up working. And more on the pick 3 in a second. But to the LSU situation, before we hit the pick 3 again. The Louisiana governor, again, Jeff Landry, who, again, unless he knows something that no other state in the union, the taxpayers will not be paying the Brian Kelly buyout. But he doubled down again yesterday, claiming the taxpayers will pay off Brian Kelly, despite the board chair telling him they will not. The taxpayers are not on the hook for this.
His reasoning, and he sent it out, is that the contract is signed by the chairman of the board of supervisors, or whatever they call it. And there's some language at the start of the contract that he says shows his contract is not with LSU. It's not with LSU, or it's not with LSU athletics. It's not with LSU marketing, that it is with the LSU Board of Supervisors. That's who his contract is. So he said if nobody steps up to pay this buyout, the taxpayers are on the hook for it. That's what he's claiming. I've never in my life heard that. Ever, ever, ever. In fact, the only contract I'm aware you have with the school is for your base pay, and then everything else in there comes from the marketing arm. Crimson Tide Sports Marketing, the Auburn Sports Network, Volunteer Network, whoever it is. That's who pays the lion's share of the money. They're on the hook for that.
Yeah.
But you're going to tell me the governor was spitting out things that he didn't know?
I know it's crazy to hear this, Lance, but yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then now,
and by the way, LSU fans are really embarrassed by what's going on.
Remember the governor saying, we're not going to do contracts like this anymore. We're going to change the way we do contracts. This buyout's ridiculous. We got to be some metric system. We're not going to do contracts anymore. They said today, you had not made it in. We started the show with this. They said today, Verge Osbury, the acting athletic director, and Scott Ballard, the guy in charge of the board, we're going to do, quote, whatever it takes to hire the best coach available. And you know what whatever it takes means? Money.
Right. I was going to say, you're contradicting yourself. So, like.
Good buyout? Yes.
If you're an LSU fan, and I think I heard T-Bob on a rant just talking about how embarrassing the situation's gone, but not only the embarrassment that you've got your top official getting involved in this, but also that you're cutting off the knees of a potential hire with everything you're saying.
Exactly. And now... And
may not be done.
We're gonna do whatever it takes. And LSU is not broken. Something else they said at this news conference. And then Verge Osbury, I'll mispronounce it 2 different ways, so I maybe get it right one time. He's the LSU interim athletic director. On hiring a new football coach, we have to be in the playoffs every year. That's what he says, or at least I'm told. Let's actually listen to it.
Next chapter is we have to hire a football coach. We're going to hire the best football coach there is. That's our jobs. We're going to go out there. We're not going to let this program fail. LSU has to be in the playoffs every year in football.
Literally,
there's 12 teams that make it. It's going to expand here. We have to be one of those at LSU. No substitute. We have to be talked about on ESPN, every channel. When you're talking about LSU football, that is the way. This big building here has to be successful if we're going to be successful as an athletic department. It's the measuring stick that we have here.
Starting today, give me every program you think that you feel very confident will make the playoffs for the next 8 years. I'm just going to give you an 8-year window.
8 years?
8 years. They make every single playoff for 8 years. Give me the
Ohio State.
Ohio
Okay.
State.
All right. I'm with you. Give me another one.
NC.
I think you're probably right to stop right there.
I would have said Georgia up until the look of Georgia this year and how competitive the SEC has gotten.
That's it. We're too.
Yeah.
I can't say Alabama. I can't say
That's right.
Georgia. I can't say Texas.
I can't say
Ole Miss.
Texas
I can't
probably not
say
going to
LSU.
make it this year.
Yeah. I think that's it. And you know what I would say there, big boy? I would say, hey, if you want me to come in and coach your program and the expectation is this, then my expectation is I need $30 million a year for my roster.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want me to guarantee it, I'm probably going to need that type of money.
Hey, and guess what? Not going to be guaranteed then either. Not in the SEC.
You're right. I mean,
not in the SEC.
Well, you're an injury away.
Yeah.
If you have an elite quarter, if Diego Pavia went down, where's Vanderbilt? Honestly.
Oh, they're not in the playoffs. I mean, if Julian Sagan got hurt, I don't know that Ohio State's in this year. I haven't seen their backup.
Yeah, but I feel better about depth for a couple of teams like that.
Probably.
But you're still going to have a drop-off. I just think anybody in the SEC, when you lose 1 or 2 quality players, that's a difference in one game.
Yep.
And one game is a difference in not getting in.
Yeah, I cannot believe you've got not an athletic director, an interim athletic director saying that.
Yeah.
This job just continues to get more and more toxic, it seems.
The head of Tyler, get ready to play it again because I want you not to focus on the guy talking, but Scott Ballard is the guy who's having a hell of a week.
Is he far right?
Yeah, he's the guy on the far right of your screen to the left of the interim AD. He's the guy, remember, who was at some event and Channel 2 WBRZ walks up to him and says, hey, the governor just said that you're in charge of hiring the new coach, not Scott Woodward. And he said, I didn't know that. And now I want you to watch his expression. Don't watch the guy talking. Just watch the guy in the tan suit as the interim AD says, we've got to be in the playoffs every year. And then every ESPN channel is going to be needs to be talking about LSU all the time, like we're the freaking Dallas Cowboys. Here we go.
Next chapter is we have to hire a football coach. We're going to hire the best football coach there is. That's our jobs. We're going to go out there. We're not going to let this program fail. LSU has to be in the playoffs every year in football. There's 12 teams that make it. It's going to expand here.
That head
we have
jerk.
to be one of those at LSU. no substitute. We have to be talked about on ESPN, every channel. When you're talking about LSU football, that is
Do you see that facial expression?
This big building here has to be successful if
Okay.
we're going to be successful as athletic department.
I do that facial expression. I'm smacking my lips. He's like,
That is you.
All
It
right.
was you. Yeah. Yeah. You're.
So the first one, when he said, we've got to make the playoffs every year, he did this.
Whoa. Did you really just say that?
And then when he says, on ESPN, we got to be talked about on every channel, he's like, he looks away, he looks down, so he doesn't laugh.
He does.
That is insanity. Insanity. And this guy, who may be the smartest guy in Louisiana, Scott Ballard, who is, he needs to go on a cruise. He needs to go down to New Orleans and get on one of those Greyhounds of the Sea and jump on that carnival and hit the road, man.
Well, the only way ESPN is going to talk about them day in, day out is if they hire LeBron James as their head coach.
Yeah.
Or they're the Cowboys.
Yeah, or they move them to Irving, Texas.
One of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, where do you
or
guys...
Or they play in the WNBA.
Where do you guys think this...
I mean, that's their three choices.
I mean, how much is this job taking on water? I mean, this has really become comical.
So you were getting your costume on. You were dressing up as Alexander. I asked Dunaway this question. Do you buy into coach is not going to take a job unless he knows who the AD is? Now, let me preface by saying, Lance, that unless it's Mark Stoops, the head football coach on an SEC campus is the most powerful man on the campus. I'm not saying he's not, but they still want to know who the AD is, right?
Yeah.
They're more powerful than them.
So let me go this angle. I think any really, really established entrenched coach, and I will include Lane Kiffin in this, they're going to be a little more hesitant now. But I think those kind of guys want every T crossed, every I dotted, and they really do want to know who they're going to be working hand in hand with.
First Take is on TV3. Is Ryan Clark dressed up like Cam Newton?
I thought he was Willy Wonka.
Is Ryan Clark taking a shot at Cam Newton, or is he dressed up like the guy in...
I think he's Willy Wonka.
I think he's Willy Wonka.
Okay.
But I like that Stephen A. was like, nope, not doing it today.
Yeah. Or is he the guy that who falls in the rabbit hole?
Somebody in Alice in Wonderland,
Alice
right?
in Wonderland.
Alice falls in there.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Well, who's the guy in Alice in Wonderland?
The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter. Is he the Mad Hatter?
Could be.
He's either Willy Wonka or the Mad Hatter.
Or is Cam Newton the Mad Hatter?
I love that he's like, oh, you're the Mad Hatter. No, Cam, I'm you.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, can we go back to the LSU guy for a second? Scott and I were talking yesterday about how probably 50% of adult men in their mid 40s, mid 50s have that exact haircut. That is the Kirby Smart haircut.
Oh, you're talking about the board of supervisors guy?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk in church on a Sunday, how many men have that haircut?
Well, that, or you go to any said country club, or right now anybody getting ready to play their afternoon round of golf.
Yep.
If they don't have a hat on, that's the hair.
Do you think this guy, like some state congressman went to this guy and was like, hey, we need you to be on the board of supervisors? You get tickets to the games.
Oh, okay.
There's a box. No, it's a box.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
Go Tigers.
Do you have to do anything?
No, because it's a quarterly meeting. They do them on Zoom now.
We've got Brian Kelly.
It's a quarterly meeting. They do them on Zoom. All you got to do is show up to the football games. I'm in.
Do you guys remember the last time LSU had an interim situation?
Interim AD?
Coach.
It was...
Go Tigers.
So he earned the job.
He did, and
So
that's
he
a
was
scary
interim-
thing. Yeah.
He was interim after Les and earned the job.
Yep.
I don't think Frank Wilson's going to do that. Well, first of all, they're probably going to start by getting their eyes beat in next Saturday night.
But what if they don't?
If they don't.
Ballard Brands, by the way, Scott Ballard owns Ballard Brands, LLC, and Ballard Logistics.
What do they do?
LLC.
Logistics sounds like it's trucking company.
Provides lifestyle services, housing, and all logistical support to remote sites and all wrap-around services.
That's so vague.
Yeah.
That sounds like a shell company.
Yeah, it really does. What do you do, Scott?
They're in the hospitality industry.
What did Tony Soprano do?
Oh, wait.
He's in
Waste
the
management.
Waste management.
wait.
Yes.
Waste management.
What?
Scott's the former owner and operator of Smoothie King franchises in Georgia, North Carolina, and Louisiana.
Okay.
Must have been some money in that.
Yeah. Smoothie King's it's based in New Orleans, I think, because that's their arena down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does a lot of charity work.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing right now? That ain't charity work.
All right, let's get to the pick 3. Before we do that, though, the show being brought to you by our friend Dr. B.
Dr. Beckenstein, best in the business.
Could he help our guy right there? Could he help Scott?
Hey, look, man, I got this slick back hair right now because Dr. B helped me grow it back. I do that non-invasive treatment on the couch 3 times a week, 30 minutes each time. That is it. My hair has more than doubled in thickness over this last 4 years. T3hair.net. T3's got that test. Easy, painless, affordable, takes seconds to perform. It's going to show exactly what Dr. B can do for that hair. Dr. B and his staff, best in Birmingham. For more information on all the incredible services, T3hair.net.
Pick 3, it's time for the pick 3. 3 for you and 3 for me, that equals a pick 3. Say goodbye to your family, it's time for the pick 3. Only time that I'm happy is when it's time for pick 3.
Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, we've got our pick 3. They've got their pick 6. It is the ultimate meal deal for 2. You get 2 entrees, 2 sides, 2 drinks, only $19.99. Choose from the 26 sauces and seasonings, the great burgers. They've got the fries for one of the sides there, the mac and cheese. You're going to absolutely love it. Get into one of those great locations for all of the action Saturday and Sunday. It's Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right. So standings again, and then we'll get the guys' picks up here. LT and Brownie, I'm not giving theirs. I've given you mine. Forrester and LT lead the way. So, Brown, you're at the bottom. Give us your picks.
All right. I am going to go to this Texas and Vanderbilt game. I like the Horns to hook them. Played at -3, so we bump it to -2.5 to help me, right? Is that the way the rules work here? I saw it at -3, so I'm playing it at -2.5. Okay.
Yep.
This seems so easy, Kansas State, and you've said it a couple times. Like earlier this week, you're like, whoa, K-State's favored at home? It seems easy, which is probably bad news for me here, but K-State plus the 7.5.
Yeah, I will say Avery Johnson is playing much better. We talked about this with Fuhrman. Kansas State looked lost out of the chute, but they've kind of refocused in Texas Tech. Baron Morton coming back. How healthy is he going to be? It's a really difficult place to play, but the thing that throws me off is the number is so massive.
Right leg injury. He hasn't played in 2 games, Baron Morton, who's returning. They don't have Hammond to come in to back him up anymore. He's missed portions of 2 other games. So there's been 4 games that he really hasn't played a big factor in most of the year, and he's their number 1 guy. He's got to come in and win it on the road. They still have a great defense, but
I would like to see some research on this because I've got a gut on what it would tell me. ACC teams that have to cross the country after they've played, not coming off a bye, but after they've played the week before, I would really like to see what their record is against the spread and overall at Stanford and at Cal, because that's what Virginia is doing. And I like Cal plus 5.5.
Yeah, that's my upset alert.
It is.
For some reason, it was 4.5 for me. I would love to take that 5.5 in my upset alert.
Yeah.
Numbers move.
Has it moved?
Well, they do.
That's what Lane's saying. I may have looked at the wrong place.
You could have.
Yeah, it's 5.5.
I think it was 5, and I bumped it to 5.5 because I saw a rule here. But
Okay.
wouldn't you guys like to? I'd like to see somebody do that research.
Somebody has done that research.
Teams coming off a game, playing at Cal, at Stanford in the ACC. What is their record? What are they against the number? I would be interested in that.
Going back and playing their next game, or
no? I'm saying playing. What am I doing?
Can you transcribe for me here in a second? Yeah.
I'm saying playing. They're playing the game. All right, they've played a game.
Yeah.
Then they fly cross country to play Cal or Stanford. I would like to know what they are in that game.
Okay. Yes.
Against Cal or Stanford. I suspect they underperform what their normal numbers are. Would be what I would
don't
suspect.
always lose the game, but
they underperform. Yeah.
I agree with you. All right, let's get to Lance's picks now.
Yeah. Throw me a marker. It's right by you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start in the cocktail party.
Cocktail party. Ooh.
Yeah. So the Florida Gators interim coach Billy Gonzalez is about to make his mark. Now, they've lost 17 straight away from the swamp against ranked teams, which is insane when you think about this proud Florida program. The offense is terrible, only averaging 22 points per game, but they do have a top 35 scoring defense. I think defense keeps them in this one. Georgia, these numbers are still, they're pulling them back a little bit, but Georgia 6-14, their last 20 against the number. I am taking Florida plus 7.5.
7.5.
That is our first play. Now we're going to the ACC.
Real quickly, though. Georgia, surprisingly bad defensive numbers. Last in the SEC in sacks. They've only got 6 takeaways. and they've only got 27 tackle for losses in the season.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons, like, they were always a top 10 scoring defense. They're giving up right at 20 points per game, which is 30th nationally, and I think it all starts up front. I mean, you can just look at Georgia. They look different. When you watch it, you don't get that explosion off the edges. You don't get that push up front. It's a different defensive line for Kirby Smart and Glenn Schumann.
Everyone just kept saying Billy Napier's play calling, Billy Napier's play calling. Now they've got somebody else calling plays. Steve Spurrier Jr. is working with the quarterbacks.
Yep.
If Florida wins this game outright, look out.
The guy calling plays was a little bit critical of Billy Napier's play calling. We're going to get playing quicker.
Yeah.
I love it when these interims take over, like Frank Wilson at LSU. First thing he did, you see that? Invites all former players back. Anybody come in?
Well, it's stupid. How is no former players invited
I know,
anyway?
and all that says is, Brian wouldn't do this, BK wouldn't do this, and I thought it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing. All right.
Well, I mean, you tell me that I'm going to coach LSU, and I can't. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, can't come to practice.
And Justin Jefferson,
So
and
dumb.
these guys that these players watch.
So dumb. And all these guys are doing are texting their buddies saying, "Guess who's at practice? Jamar Chase."
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't come to practice. Do whatever you want. By the way, if you want to throw $500,000 into the NIL,
We're
do
here.
that.
Oh, hell, I'd let them call plays on Saturdays.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
ACC, nobody just rolls into Raleigh, North Carolina and wins against Dave Duran. Look, they're 1-4 their last 5 out against the number. The scoring defense has been awful, almost giving up 30 points per game. Georgia Tech is undefeated through 8 games for the first time since 1990. With all that said, Haynes King has been fantastic. 12th in the FBS in total yards from scrimmage, over 304 yards per game. He's got 19 total touchdowns. Guess who's got 20 total touchdowns? C.J. Bailey, quarterback for NC State. I like the Wolfpack.
CJ Bailey?
5.5.
Oh, it'll be a wonderful life in Raleigh.
Oh, Jimmy D, I saw what you did there.
I think NC State actually wins the game straight up. And then finally the nightcap, Cincinnati, who has won 7 consecutive games. And we've been on Cincinnati. We've been riding the Bearcats. But they're about to hit a buzzsaw with Utah, who only gave up 140 total yards of offense last week in the shellacking over Colorado. Bird Freakin was really, really good, but now comes back Devin Dampier. So I think they even an extra punch on offense here. Utah, I think, will you give me an official number here?
Yeah, I had it at 9.5 earlier this week.
Did you say Bird Freakin?
That's what it sounded like. What's his actual name?
I think it is Bird Freakin.
Bird Freakin?
Yeah, he ran all over Colorado.
What kind of name is that?
Where is it in the world where they say your last name first and he would be freaking Bird at that point?
-10, so you get it at -9.5.
Bird Ficklin. Bird Ficklin.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Freakin.
Yeah, Ficklin. Okay, very good.
There you go.
That is the pick 3. Can I switch mine to Lance's? I like Lance's. That's a really good pick.
Is that the little jinx touch you just did?
That's right.
The Warlock touch.
No.
That's a 3-0.
I will play all 3 of those in my office pick 'em. Those all sounded good. And all different during the week. I felt like
3-way parlay, 0-3. I'm calling it.
Oh, later today I will have my super tease up again.
No, he's going to play your
10-pointer.
Super tease up again.
Easy winner last week with Alabama just easily getting home. And what was the other one? Oh, Virginia. Minus the half, winning by
Minus
one.
the half, one by North Carolina went for 2 in the win.
All right, we will do fastball games, get to trash, and then the guys on the back row, Forrester included, who leads the way, will give us their picks to wrap up the show. Don't forget, next Friday, we're over in Tuscaloosa with our friends at Adams Beverage and Bud Light. We'll tell you on Monday where we are, but Friday, next 2 Fridays, our Friday shows will move to 11 to 2 and will be on location in Tuscaloosa. The show today being brought to you by our friends at New York Butcher Shop. LT, tell us about New York Butcher.
Yeah, good chance I'm going to stop in, see Jim and his great staff of butchers, Art and all the guys. I usually go to the Highway 119 location in Greystone, the original location in Cobb Heights. You can pick up all the incredible food from both. Delicious sides made fresh in-house every single day. The goat cheese mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, the baked beans, they are the best. And a fantastic selection of fine wines and desserts. Rare quality, well-done service. One-stop shop for dinner. It's the New York Butcher Shop.
You know what LSU should do is let anybody from walk-ons be in the coaching search too. They should just go to a local walk-ons and say, okay, you guys are on the committee too. Walk-ons game day, enjoy that this weekend, whether it's a post-win celebration with your buddies, whether it's drinks after work with your buddies, or whether you're leaving your buddies to take the fam some made-from-scratch favorites home, it's all with our friends at Walk-Ons, your go-to for good times with wall-to-wall TVs, craft beer, and cocktails and bold flavors for the fans of all ages. From the melty mozzarella logs to the Hall of Fame level burgers, all at Walk-On. Stop by today or order online. In the app, Walk-On Sports Bistro in Trussville, Greystone, and Stadium Trace. It's game on with Walk-Ons.
Follow Dunaway on Twitter and Instagram at Jim Dunaway.
Honey, a while back, life knocked me flat on my behind. I was hit by an 18-wheeler, and Lord of mercy, it left me hurting. Now, I heard through the grapevine that Alexander Shannara had recovered big money for some people. You been hurt? Can't work? Don't sit there suffering. Call my people at Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. Ain't gonna cost you a dime, so pick up the phone and dial 659-777-7777 or go to Shannara.com, because when I called, Alexander Shannara answered.
Call me, Alabama.
No representation made that the legal services provided are better than legal services provided by other attorneys.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com. Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing. Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Think about the best summer nights of your life. How many of those were in a great t-shirt? Visit nextround.store to get the perfect t-shirt for the next perfect southern night. Nextround.store. The memories are waiting.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemphill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemphill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemphill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemphill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Get all your favorite Next Round gear all in one place. NextRound.store. From our Next Round hats to the logo tees to the all-time best-selling Y'all Can Have the Rest shirt. You can look your best by shopping with us at NextRound.store. Take the next round anywhere with NextRound.store.
Hey, Lance Taylor from The Next Round to tell you about my friends at Michelson Laser Vision, located conveniently UAB Highlands. Almost 20 years ago, I went in for the procedure. Only took 12 minutes for both eyes. When I went in, I had 2200 vision. I was legally blind. Now I have 20/15 vision, still 19 years later. Make the call today. Schedule a hassle-free consultation, 969-8100. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, Michelson Laser Vision. Make sure you tell them The Next Round sent you, 969-8100 or MichelsonLaserVision.com.
It's bow time. Tired of choosing between sweet and savory? Why not have both? Introducing Bojangles' new chicken and bowberry waffles. The bold Cajun chicken filet you love, now drizzled with a bowberry honey glaze and sandwiched between two warm waffles. Which means your favorite meal of the day just met your new favorite dish. And lucky for you, it's served all day. But it's only here for a limited time, so try chicken and bowberry waffles at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
Back with you on The Next Round. Looking forward to seeing LSU in the playoffs from here to eternity, whoever they hire as the next coach, every year. If not, I guess they fire you again.
Hey, I do have a little bit of breaking news.
All right.
It's a very small amount, but I think it's interesting at what this could lead to one day.
Okay, it's a small amount of breaking news?
It is a small story, and it is a small amount, yes.
Small enough for you to interrupt me. Okay. Champy's Chicken.
God.
Champy'sChicken.com. They bring
It's
you this.
Halloween.
This brings you a very Champy's where you get big pieces of chicken, not small breaking news. Big pieces of chicken, hand-cut chicken fingers, which are they small, Tyler?
The breasts are pretty big.
Yeah, what about chicken fingers?
Those are also pretty big.
Hand-cut chicken fingers are huge, too. Champy's Chicken, Highway 119, with everything's big, but some small breaking news worth interrupting the flow of the show.
Mike Rodak has reported that the NCAA has cleared Jeremy Pruitt as an analyst for Jacksonville State football, which I think is an interesting step in the right direction for Jeremy Pruitt if you ever think he's going to be back on the field as a defensive coordinator somewhere, presumably in the SEC. And I do think if the NCAA allowed it, he would be a hot property. That's a very well-respected defensive mind.
So is he going to be an analyst the rest of this year?
I think that is the case. Brooks may know more. Tyler, Brooks, do you know, does it start immediately with Jacksonville State? Do you know?
That's I did not read in the report from Mike Rodak, but I mean, I do know that his legal team filed a lawsuit against the NCAA earlier this month here in the state of Alabama. Yeah. So this is a development that looks like their legal team is making some progress if the NCAA approved this hire.
I'll tell you, I like DeAnton Lynn, and he's not going to be in USC for long. And I think Jeremy Pruitt would probably be a fish out of water in Los Angeles. But, boy, if you need a defensive coordinator, I know Tennessee can't hire him.
Yeah.
Coach O was. But, boy, he's going to be a hot commodity.
Dunaway, I've talked to guys that played for Kirby Smart that would say Jeremy Pruitt's the best defensive coordinator of the Saban era. And these guys played for Kirby. And they say, but just watching it, what Pruitt did, he's the best one Alabama had. And I think that speaks volumes when it wasn't even the guy you played for. You played for the other, you played for Kirby Smart. So this is interesting to me that the NCAA has started to let him back in the game now. And one day he'll be a coordinator in the SEC, I think, again.
With that story, but bigger, by the way, than I don't
bigger
think
than I sold it.
Yeah, I mean, our audience. I know we don't talk a ton of Alabama and Auburn football, but our audience is huge Alabama football.
Wait,
you said that
we don't talk a lot of Alabama and Auburn.
We don't talk a ton.
Oh, we talk a ton. We talk a ton.
Dunaway does this every year. This is a Dunaway.
Kane Womack right now just became the guy that Alabama fans are cheering gets an open job. Like, Kane Womack would look good at Virginia Tech. Now, he's doing a heck of a job, but old school Alabama fans, I guarantee you, when you were saying that, the people that watch and listen to our show right now are saying, man, Kane's doing a good job. I hope he does it great the rest of the year. But
defense ain't your problem.
But if Kane ends up getting that Virginia Tech job, or if Kane ends up sliding in behind, Summerall at Tulane, or, if Kane gets this job or that job, man, I hope DeBoer calls Jeremy Pruitt. I guarantee you that went through their head. Anybody in the chat room say that?
Not yet, but everybody is interested to see what is going to happen to him.
Yeah. The one thing you don't want is new coach at Auburn hiring Jeremy Pruitt as the defensive coordinator.
If you're an Alabama fan, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
but would you rather have if you could have a Nick Singleton or an Ahmad Hardy, or keep Kane Womack the same and just get you would you rather have a quality running back with Kane Womack or Jeremy Pruitt?
Why have I got to make this choice? I don't follow the logic.
I think everything's fine. I'm saying if
I'm
just
Kane
saying leaves.
The bigger problem right now.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't think there's a problem with the Alabama team right now. I'm saying if Kane leaves or Ryan Grubb leaves. I mean, these two coordinators, it happens in college football. When your team is the best coach team in college football, the coordinators get picked off. Right? You saw it in the NFL with the Lions. The Lions looked really good. What happened to both their coordinators? They got head coaching jobs.
If Ty Simpson's a Heisman finalist, you better bet some people are going to be looking at Ryan Grubb.
There are people going to look at Womack and Grubb again to be head coaches. And if you lose one, having a Jeremy Pruitt out there would entice Alabama fans.
Dustin says Durkin or Pruitt. I'd go Pruitt. Saban, I'll say this.
Yeah, I would go Pruitt.
To support both of them. Nick Saban liked both those guys a lot, Durkin and Pruitt.
Durkin's really, really good.
Yeah, but I'd go Pruitt over Durkin.
I do think Ryan Grubb's going to get an opportunity before Kane Womack. Just my opinion.
I would agree with you on that.
Maybe.
Womack has already been a head coach, so that's one thing you kind of know. I know it was at South, so it's not a big program. But boy, I tell you what, look at South since he left.
That's right.
I mean, Major Applewhite, it has been a disaster down there.
That's right.
But you got to figure that Kane Womack's not going to take a job like that. I mean,
No,
he left
he
a
will
job
not.
like that.
He left a job like South.
And I don't
to
think
go to
Ryan
Alabama.
Grubb would take a job like that either.
No.
But I'm just saying the pool gets a little limited with Kane Womack
Yeah,
now.
you're
What
right.
about NC State?
I think he would take that job. I think.
Who, Womack or Grubb?
Womack.
Or both?
I don't know about Grubb.
Yeah. What
I don't know.
about any SEC job like Kentucky? Obviously, you'd take that. Money
Yeah.
would be so good.
I think, what's going to be interesting if Clark Lee leaves Vanderbilt, which I don't think he will, but if he does, that becomes an appealing job, I guess.
Well, I mean, in NIL, absolutely. Games on the field brought to you by our, let's see, have we done fractional
No,
financing?
not yet.
Yeah,
Yep,
tell us about fractional.
I
We'll get to the
interrupted
games on the
you.
field.
I interrupted you.
Hey,
That's
if
all.
you've got a small to mid-sized business in Alabama, Georgia, East Tennessee, or the Carolinas, you're looking for a CFO service designed for businesses that need expertise, call our friend Rod Smallwood at Fractional Financial. Rod and his team provide expertise in cash management, budgets and projections, accounting, payroll, and annual reports. Fractional Financial does it all, not your typical contract CFO. Fractional Financial works with clients face-to-face so they can make informed, data-driven decisions to get their business to the next level. Contact Rod and that great staff today, 704-614-2083. That's 704-614-2083, or visit them online, fractionalfinancial.net.
All right, let's just bounce around to some of these games. Let's go Georgia, Florida. You like Florida. Gunnar Stockton, though, completion rate right now, 70.5%. Can Stockton against that defense? Is it the pressure of the Gators that'll get on him? Or what's going to keep Georgia's Gunnar Stockton from having a big game?
Yeah, I think it is the pressure. But, Gunnar Stockton coming off a really good game. Obviously, they were on bye last week. They've won 7-8 against the Gators. This will be a tough loss for Kirby to absorb, but I think it's on the table. I think Florida's going to play them tight.
Well, if they lose this one, then all of a sudden you've got Texas next week, right? That's next week, and that's for a playoff. Well, to stay alive. It's not for a playoff spot, but it's for both of them to stay alive in the playoff hunt. And on top of that, Georgia's still got to play Georgia Tech. And if you lose this one and you've got Texas and Georgia Tech left, all of a sudden Georgia's path to the playoffs is razor thin.
Yeah, I think the toughest game on paper is Georgia Tech, at least left.
Yeah, I agree.
Can you make a case that Georgia, Florida, I'm talking real rivalries in the SEC, that Georgia, Florida is the worst of the big rivalries in the SEC?
So you would say the big rival. I'm sorry, Lance.
I was going to say you'd have to give me the floor.
All right, here we go. Iron Bowl, Alabama, Tennessee, Auburn, Georgia, Deep South's oldest rivalry. Texas A&M, the revival of that.
Texas, Oklahoma,
the Red River Shootout.
Yeah.
Would you throw the Egg Bowl in there?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, Egg Bowl.
Yeah. I'd throw LSU, Alabama. in
LSU,
there.
Alabama.
Yeah.
That's
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it's worse? Which one's better, or which one's worse?
Well, I mean,
Egg
Auburn,
Bowl?
Georgia is not a game.
Lance is right about that. Auburn hasn't won that thing in forever.
I mean, look, Georgia, Florida is becoming not a game. They've won 7 of 8, but
Auburn has not won the Deep South since 2017. So, I mean, Lance is right.
And the Egg Bowl, I mean, really, what is the Egg Bowl?
I think the Egg Bowl was great because it was Thanksgiving night.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think once it moved off Thanksgiving night, it lost all of its
irrelevant
pop.
programs, typically.
Yeah,
Ole Miss
it
is
lost
getting-
all its pop.
But that's the key to rivalries, is that you can be irrelevant in standings and it'd be fun to watch, like Army-Navy usually.
I agree, but my question is, how often do you imagine you'll watch the Egg Bowl moving forward now that it's not on Thanksgiving night? It's the same day as the Iron Bowl in Ohio State, Michigan.
I mean, if the Egg Bowl was this weekend, it wouldn't find big screen for me.
It
It's
lost
a
its
shitty
on
weekend.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Is it a ESPN network?
Yeah, I
Yes.
was hoping that was your breaking news.
No, I wish I could tell you that.
Penn
I'm
State,
sorry.
Ohio State. How come we don't give Jim Knowles credit going against his old team here, scaring up maybe a major upset?
Because you don't know who the quarterback is. They have completely fallen apart. When you're losing games as 3 touchdown favorites, now maybe they return the favor here. This would be, I don't even know how we would explain this if we came on Monday and we were like, Ohio State lost this game. Before the season, if you were like, okay, they're going to lose this game to Penn State, then you would be like, okay, maybe. But I don't know how you would explain it. I do think the path to victory is Julian Sayin having his worst career game and, Singleton and Allen just running the football.
It's a weird question. Would this be more likely of an upset in Happy Valley or in Columbus? I mean, you would normally say Happy Valley, right? But is there a chance that actually being in Columbus, you get on the road, you get galvanized as a team that has gone through a lot, You're not around the negativity of the Penn State fan right now that actually they might stand a better chance at Columbus. I know I know it's counterintuitive.
It hadn't mattered. I mean, they've lost 8 straight. The last one was the blocked field goal game in Happy Valley.
Wouldn't this be just like James Franklin to get fired for never winning these games, and the first one they play after he gets fired, they win?
Yeah. And Jim Knowles, who seems to hold a grudge on his way back to Ohio State, see if they can motivate the talent, because it's a talented team, injured quarterback. We'll see what happens in that game, big noon kickoff, 11 o'clock on Fox. Matt Rule got his extension yesterday. He's lost 18 straight games against ranked opponents. Nebraska's lost 28 straight games against ranked opponents. Matt Rule is 2-23 in his career against ranked opponents.
Yeah.
Here comes USC, ranked at number 23.
So you guys know, everybody on the show knows how much we love Matt Rule. Friend of the show, fan of the show. We love us some Matt Rule here. This screams USC, Lance. You get the contract extension. You've already got this record working against you.
Here's the problem. This has become a real thing for USC, and I don't know why, but there's 6 games in the Big Ten where they've had to travel multi-time zones, and so you're going from Pacific to Central here. They're 1-5 straight up.
So the stat I was talking about for the ACC, as they come back east, they are not doing well.
Yeah.
West to east has always been harder.
I agree.
Unless you're the Seattle Seahawks. But yes, and they've got another game coming up Sunday night against the Commanders.
So they've joined the Big Ten.
Yep.
USC has. So they're going to do this.
They're going to have to get used to this.
For eternity.
They never go west.
I know. It's going to be hard.
And a reason like...
What if they did that, though? Hey, we're going to fly west. We're really trickle.
The reason I want to see Deuce Knight is like, Dylan Raiola gets thrown to the Wolves last year. 11 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He is so much better this year.
Mm-hmm.
And there wasn't a huge expectation for him last year. 17 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. They've got an offense that is good enough to expose some cracks in this USC defense. I don't like this game at all. I will completely stay away from it. I think USC will win. I don't know if they cover, though.
Nebraska home dog in that game.
Yeah, it's significant, like 6.5 now.
Yeah, interesting game there. That's some of the other Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 3 brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings and our friends at Breakline. You can go play the game Brooks has up for you at nextroundlive.com, nextroundlive.com, all the way up until kickoff tomorrow. You say, Jim, it's week 10. I can't play catch-up in this Pick 3. There's no need for me to play. Well, listen. You don't have to play every week. It's not a cumulative score. It's just each week. You just got to go 3-0 that week to get a ball in the bucket. If you're 2-1, we'll pat you on the back. Very good. 1-2, you're basically could host the show. 0-3, that's pretty bad. But if you're 3-0, you get a ball in the bucket. If you go 3-0 more than once, I've done it twice. I think LT's done it twice. Forster's probably done it twice. 3-0, you go 3-0. Live look right now, 3-0 gets you a ball in the bucket, multiple balls in the bucket, better chance to win at the end of the year. The big prize brought to you by our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings and our friends at Breakline.
I've only done it once. It's tough to do.
Yeah,
it is.
3-0s are tough.
Yeah, I'll take 2-1 every week.
Yeah, I would too. I'm 3-0 twice, 0-3 twice. So yin and a yang. Nextroundlive.com, go play those.
My arm's numb, by the way.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I got you.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Doing trash.
I'm good. You're such a good friend. Why don't you tell us about Alexander Shannara, and that gets us to pretend you're a weather guy. Look at the map.
Oh, the map. All right, Alexander Shannara trial attorneys. Listen, if legal troubles are getting you over here, you're going to want to move into this area right here. This is going to be your safe space.
Is this a hurricane?
This is a hurricane in the Atlantic. This is your safe space right here at Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys, where our guy Alexander Shannara says,
call me Alabama. Let me know. Hey, look, self-made right here. Look, if people are taking advantage of you, these corporations, you slip, you fall, bust, T-bones you, whatever your situation is. Let's imagine
your situation
that you were walking down the street and then you walk into a mall and a meteorite hits you. I think we can find something there.
That's right. So you find it at Shannara.com. Shannara.com. You don't pay a dime. How much do you pay, Lance? Not a or
dime,
Alexander,
not a dime.
Not a dime unless they win your case. Shannara.com.
How much you giving back, Coach?
Not a dime.
Not a dime back. Shannara.com. Shannara.com. Hit it, Tyler.
I do not want anything that carries the Starbucks logo on this church property.
This got to be a great governor of Louisiana.
You hear me? That is Lilith 1,000%. I've studied it. It is a demon. It is sexual deviance. I am done with I've been done with Starbucks for a long time. It's communist coffee anyhow. You can go and drink a gallon of Starbucks today. That's fine. Don't you bring in cups in this room. If I see it, I'm going to tell you to take it out. You hear me? I'm telling you, that company is not only one of the most godless companies on the planet, they are full-blown 1,000% a witch's coven. I promise you it's the facts.
LT's Trash is presented by Bud Light.
Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Our friends at Auburn. I do have an update from our buddy Mark. We will be at the Rabbit Hole next Friday.
All right, fun spot. Rabbit Hole, always fun.
We will be at the Innisfree Irish Pub for Oklahoma.
Okay.
But the Rabbit Hole next week, they're also wanted to, and he said we can start promoting this. And Tyler, I'm going to need you to Google this name that I'm about to give you. We're giving away 2 VIP meet and greets at the Bud Light activation area with Dasha, who was performing before the game, and he put in parentheses, look her up. So
we have done just that.
Oh, Dasha, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. Dasha.
She's performing where?
That is going to be, I guess, before the game. And we're going to do a simple raffle. So we will draw at the end of the show, and you will get 2 meet and greets. It looks a little like Leanne Rhymes meets, if you go back up.
Leanne Rhymes meets Crystal Bernard from Wings.
I mean,
Okay.
Dasha is smoke on stage. I don't know if she ever stands up on stage.
Really? She just sits all the time?
Yeah, she'll stand up for the meet and greet, I'm sure.
She rolls around on stage all the time.
Well, so there you go. Your opportunity to meet Dasha. You can hang out with us at the Rabbit Hole next Friday from our friends at Adams Beverage, getting ready for a little Alabama, Tennessee.
Ooh, Scott's got it. Jessica Biel and whoever you said first.
Yeah. By the way, you're thinking,
Leanne Rhymes.
You're thinking to yourself, guys, outside show at Rabbit Hole, it's going to be so cold. Nope. 73 degrees next Friday.
Oh, it'll be the best one we've done.
Yeah.
73 degrees.
You know what I say to that? You know what I say to that, Ken Williamson?
If I had a flag, I'd throw it at you.
Call me, James Spann.
73 next.
Okay,
so 70s all week next week.
I'm going to have to. I can't throw at the camera, so I'm just going to hand.
You want me to do it?
I'll throw it. I mean, you guys can mix it up. Or
All right.
So a man turned his wedding suit into a European hockey or esports jersey by selling ad space on it to help pay for his big day.
Hey, why not?
Now, weddings can be extremely expensive. You need a venue, clothes, food, most importantly, an open bar. Paying for everything can be no easy task, especially in today's economy. As such, it's not uncommon to see some brides and grooms opt to cut corners in some places, such as getting Domino's to do the catering. Dagobert Renoff, however, had a different idea. Back in July, the salesman hatched a brilliant scheme. He'd get people to sponsor his wedding and pass it as a business expense under advertising. Now, the plot was crazy good, that is. In just weeks, he had sold most of the ad spots on his suit, was ready to send it to the tailor. On October 25th, Renoff's wedding went off without a hitch, walking down the aisle dressed in his suit that contained ads of over 20 companies. When asked about the return on investment, the salesman explained that the ads ended up paying for the suit itself, and he had another $2,000 left over. He went on to say sold $10K, then $2.5 in taxes, $5.5 suit. So basically had the suit and plus $2,000.
She went with a short wedding dress, too. That's a shorter than normal wedding dress, I'd say.
That was, yes. They could have thrown a Cinnabon ad right there.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about on the wedding dress?
Yeah, Cinnabon, I should say.
Cinnabuns. Well, weddings can get expensive.
Sure.
They can. What's that big black blob in the middle of her back on that dress? Is that like a bow?
That's her hair.
That's her hair.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Right
You're right above her bosom?
Yeah.
Her butt? That's in her bosom? That's her butt?
Yeah. But we need to get the dolls out for you.
Bosom?
So a 54-year-old woman was arrested at the Silver Springs Diner after she allegedly refused to pay for a meal.
A mirror?
A mirror is correct,
wow.
Yeah. Is that Eminem?
Yep. And she told a manager that her, quote, spouse, hip-hop legend Eminem, would be paying the bill.
I did not know he was married.
I didn't either. Now, on Monday.
Oh, there's the rub.
By the way, looking at her face, she got more than one shot.
Wow.
October 20th, the Marion County Sheriff's Office, they responded to Daryl's Doggone Good Diner. This is going to confuse some people.
Is good, yeah.
I would think this is to feed dogs, honestly.
Agree with you.
That a female customer was refusing to pay her bill. Upon arrival, a manager told the cops, customer identified as Jennifer Kleber had ordered a meal. After finishing the meal, Kleber allegedly refused to pay, and the manager advised that Kleber had, quote, done this before. In the report, Cops noted that Kleber was sitting at a table in front of a plate and a receipt. Kleber allegedly told the cops that her, quote, spouse, Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, would be paying the bill. Kleber further told the cops that she had, a, quote, only $10 in her pocket. She was detained in handcuffs and escorted to a patrol vehicle.
You know what the officer said to her?
What?
Please stand up.
Damn, she got after it. She ordered a soda, a chocolate milk, and 2 entrees. Total amount owed was $27.55.
Yeah. If you'd have been there, I'd have paid for it.
See, there's no free refills on chocolate milk. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, never
Finish
is.
that glass, they bring you another carton of True Milk.
Hey, hold this real quick, Jeeves. She looks like Charlize Theron when she played the character that you talked about last night in the documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. She
You're
really does.
right. She looks like Charlize Theron
Yeah.
playing a character that's had a tough ride.
Or that fell off a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right on the face. So, in a rampage likely to cause infinite sadness for Halloween fans, a Florida man has been accused of smashing pumpkins valued at nearly $500.
Did y'all like that band?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were pretty
got
good.
a couple good songs. I like
Now,
Smash Brothers.
police said Aaron Thompson, 31, came out at night last week and destroyed about 80 pumpkins that were stored in front of a Target in the Tampa Bay area. A security camera, cops allege, recorded Thompson picking pumpkins up out of the boxes located in the front of the store, smashing them on the ground around 1:15 a.m. on October 21st.
He looks like he walks on the beach with his left shoulder facing the ocean.
Oh, because of his hair?
His hair is blowing left to right across your TV screen.
I was going to say, even President Trump's like, dude, that hair. What you doing, man?
So brought to the loss prevention office and shown the surveillance footage. Thompson was asked if he could identify the person smashing the pumpkins.
He said no. He said no. I'm third eye blind.
He reportedly replied, quote, "That's me." Asked why he destroyed scores of the pumpkins, Thompson said he did it because someone was messing with him on Facebook and it made him mad. Thompson, cops added, was, quote, unapologetic about his actions, and after smashing the pumpkins, left the scene to go to sleep. Pumpkins worth about $472. He was charged with a felony criminal mischief. The arrest report lists Thompson's occupation as, you guys go around the table and guess it.
I am going to say not a hairdresser.
I'm going to say he is a landscaper.
I was thinking that, Jim, but that guy does not look like he's worked outside a lot.
It's going to surprise you guys. I know Jeeves knows it.
I'm going to say pharmacist.
Forrester, any idea what this guy is? He is not a pharmacist.
Okay. I'm going to say he's a waiter.
Just because of what he could wear in that occupation, I'm going to say Forrester clocks in the closest. He's a violinist.
That guy plays a violin.
Yeah.
So he's not a fiddler?
I mean, I bet he could do both.
Probably could pick it up.
Yeah.
So dictionary.com has officially revealed its newest word of the year. The online dictionary announced Wednesday that 67 is the 2025 word of the year.
67. So annoying. So annoying.
The annual pick serves as the linguistic time capsule reflecting social trends, global events that define the year. Now, the term's exact origin, bit unclear. Teachers and parents began hearing kids and teenagers use the term over the course of this year, and some say it's interpreted as another way of saying so-and-so, or maybe this or that, or maybe that.
Yeah, I know for my daughter, Jim, it has been banned, she told me, in 4 of her 6 classes. You can't say 6, 7 anymore.
Teachers actually, if you don't do it for a whole week, the teacher ends up doing a bit. I've seen it on social media.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have been great all week, not doing the 6, 7 thing, so let's all stand up. Let's all do it together here. And they do 6, 7.
really
Lane
stupid.
Kiffin worked it into his post-game news conference. He was like,
of course he
If
did.
you had told me one coach did it.
I knew on that drive we needed to score 6, 7 points.
Yeah. If you'd have told me one coach, I knew who it was.
Boy, he is so current.
My Auburn friends are saying Auburn could end up with 6, 7 wins.
I don't think they will.
Shoppers at a Spirit Halloween store in Texas
Big day
shocked to
for
see
them.
a live monkey wearing a diaper swinging from the rafters. By the way, have we found that AIDS monkey
Well,
yet?
hey, this could be it. It's not AIDS. It had, what did it have?
It had
Tyler?
everything.
He had no
it
disease.
had hepatitis, herpes, and COVID.
COVID. Actually,
The
that one
other
was
monkeys
clean.
did.
Yeah.
He was clean.
But
He
yeah,
was
but not
clean.
infectious at
It was
all.
not.
I mean, how many necks are out trying to shoot that thing?
Oh, they are. 100%.
So this happened on Monday night at the Spirit Halloween store on 15th Street in Plano. Plano police confirmed its officers dispatched for a call concerning a pet monkey that had gotten away from its owner.
But just think about how much fun that place is for that monkey.
Oh,
all the
yeah.
places for him to swing on. Look at
Yeah.
that. wrap that tail around
Man,
there.
that's a big old tail that thing's got.
Now, the officers did observe the monkey swinging from the rafters inside of the store. The scene was captured on video. Store employee said that the monkey had gotten spooked by one of the store's decorations. Ultimately, the monkey's owner was able to entice it with a cookie and regain control. Neither the monkey nor anyone else was hurt, although it is not clear why the monkey's owner took it to the store. Well, he was responsible. Put a diaper on it.
Yeah.
Go, Brown.
We need an update on Jeff Banks' monkey.
I saw a monkey in a dress in a Walmart once.
A monkey what?
In a dress.
In a dress?
Yeah, like a tutu and a diaper.
Didn't we do a story back in the summer that pole assassin had passed?
No.
No. Pole assassin's the woman.
No, I'm talking about the monkey.
The monkeys? Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I thought the pole assassin was the monkey.
No, the pole assassin is the significant other.
This is the special team.
That's a great name for your monkey.
Right. I don't know what the monkey's name is. Here, I'll look it up.
Take him in on a leash to see Dr. Rab.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm bringing Pole Assassin in for his yearly checkup.
Pole Assassin.
Pole assassin is the dancer.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm trying to find the monkey's name. Dancer's monkey.
Grape ape.
Grape ape would be an
Okay, I will tell you this. Like I hate the dog smell in a house. But Bullet, for whatever reason, most Vizslas don't smell. He's got a weird smell to him, so it smells like dog. And so
you think he's not 100%?
He's 100%. I don't know what it is, and maybe he found something. He ate a skunk when he was in the woods, and he excretes that still years later. But I do
is the monkey's name.
Gia, okay.
Do a really good job of trying to keep the dog smell out. It's a battle nonstop. Do you think Jeff Banks battles the smell of the monkey?
Yeah.
I remember the monkey was held in enclosure out back, not in the house.
Yeah.
It's in a monkey cage, almost like at the house of Playboy legend
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
Why would you have a domesticated monkey if you were just going to put it in a cage?
Because
it's
the
part of
monkey
the show.
goes to work.
Yeah, it's just part of the show. It's not really a pet. It's a...
Does it climb the pole?
It does.
Yeah, I've never seen the show, Lance. Jim apparently has.
No,
I'm telling you, man, I haven't.
Internet.
Last time we
Rumor
went to a
has
strip
seal
club
shot.
was 2015 together, or 10 years ago. I would be willing, if this really is part of the show, to go check that out.
Yeah, I'd rather watch this monkey have a fun time at Toys R Us or wherever he is.
Well, I just want to see how the
Spirit
monkey's
Halloween.
used as a prop.
Yeah.
And like, how do you get away? Like, most of these places have buffets, these adult entertainment clubs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you could have food with a monkey
Well,
present.
the monkey's
No, you
monkey's
could not.
trained. Like if I pull out a wad of cash and I'm going to pull out $1, the monkey
It'll
probably
run it up
runs over and pulls a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Look
Good
at
work,
Scott
Scott.
with the video. Well, that monkey does assassin that pole.
Yeah, strip club has gotten dangerous. What if the monkey took a, just a stray?
Yeah, it'd be tough, man. Is that his wife, Scott? Is that Jeff Banks' wife?
Allegedly.
I believe that is her.
Okay. Interesting. She was in Tuscaloosa.
I cannot wait until Jeff Banks gets a head job and we get this in the front row of the presser.
Yeah, somebody does not know the story.
The pole assassin and the monkey.
Yeah.
You're just now turning in head coaching job.
That's correct, yes.
Is what Lance is
That's what we're
referring to.
discussing. Yes. Assuming Jeff's already had the other.
That's
right.
all I got.
That is trash today, man. And it's brought to you always by our friends at Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And that's our show today. We're going to do a mystery fifth hour here in a second and a couple other things. So I hope you enjoy your football weekend. Brown's right arm is getting a workout, man.
It is.
It's getting a workout. Do the left arm a little bit. I don't want one side of your body to be stronger
Do
than
they
the
do
other.
I thought it was right arm only. Maybe I'm wrong. Do they do both?
Yeah, exactly. Looks like a thigh master you're working on right there.
Hey, we haven't done our picks yet.
Oh, that's right. Back row picks. Thank you for
Over-
saving me.
Over the music.
Thank you for saving me. No rush. We got all the time in the
Got a
world.
long bed here.
Yeah.
Well, really, you got
let's go,
2
Brooks. You first. You're mediocre. You go first.
Whoa.
That's a compliment in this game.
I will go Cal plus 5.5, Houston minus 13.5, and the Florida Gators plus 7.5.
Okay, so wait a second. You're going 2 of Lance's 3?
And one of mine. He's got Cal.
No, I think I went one of Lance's, one of Ryan's.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody had Houston, did they?
Nope. Nobody's had Houston yet.
Nope.
Good call by you. Smart play though.
Oh, Foster's got animation.
Seriously, I wish he always has animation. Seriously, I wish I had Lance's all of his 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already got Cal on brownies over there.
Right.
Okay, let's go. What you got, Forrester? Make us laugh.
All right. I've got the Eagles, the Flyers, and the Phillies are going to win the World Series tonight. Don't ask me how. They're going to do it. Don't you tell me they can't.
He's leaned into his character.
Karen.
Don't you tell me they can't.
Stand up so people can see your shirt one more time. Did you own that? Did you have
Go
to buy
Phillies!
that?
Hey, do you allow your husband to do anything fun?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Hey, did your wife and you get a new set of handcuffs this weekend shipped to you from Amazon?
Wow.
Actually, yes.
Troy's.
And we got instead of the wig that I was supposed to get, this is what arrived from Amazon.
You got handcuffs?
A toddler-sized police set.
This is date night right here.
Yes.
Again, it's a toddler-sized police set.
Nightsticks, blindfold.
Don't read anything more into it than it was a bad
you
delivery.
never go back.
Blindfold.
Did Scott actually do picks?
Do you have picks?
Scott?
I have picks. Yeah, let's do those. All right.
Pretend it's 3 after. Hit that button.
Here we go. I got Ohio State minus the 20.5. I got Dabo and the Clemson Tigers minus 2.5. And then I've got Smokey watching the Sooner Schooner get repoed minus 3.5.
Is he coloring his beard in?
He is coloring his beard.
Yes.
I love the Boomer Schooner getting repoed. Don't miss that part.
Okay, here's what we're doing next week.
What?
And y'all hold me to this,
Everybody
okay?
does it?
No. Hold me to this. To start the 9:30 segment, unless Brown books a guest at 9:30, we'll be on the road next week. First time we do pick 3 next week. Forrester goes first from now on, so we can replay it again a second time.
Okay, I like that.
They're too good.
All right.
They're too good. All right. Are you saving all these, by the way?
I have most of them archived. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because when I'm bored in July, I want to bring these back occasionally. We just
Let's
laugh.
relive Scott's picks.
Yeah, we'll just laugh. Always so good. One more time to end the show with. Can you give me to me one more time? Hit me, baby, one more time.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys for being part of the show today. Happy Halloween. Ryan Day, Dabo running down the hill, and Repo Boomer Schooner with Smokey sitting there barking at him. Until next time, God bless you. God bless America.